to Plat Chat Overwatch, episode 277. We have gathered for the roundtable of season 18. Me, AVRL, Jaws, joined by our special guests, not the bench squad. It's Apply, it's Spilo. We had a bit of a pre-show here, and Spilo's like, oh, we're our fifth choice. Like, no, Spilo, you're the first choice. And you patch drops, we need to get you in.
You did say everyone else we asked said no, so clearly we weren't the first.
It's fine,
I wanted
dude.
more people. I wanted 6 people.
I'm already insulted. Don't also be dishonest, okay? It's fine.
You were the first choice before even Johnny himself.
Yeah, true.
Who's going to be
Our
the host
star player? Apply.
Yeah.
Good to see you. I'm going to start with this to introduce you. Solomon, I put a link here in our rundown here. It's the very top link here. I did not know, Apply, that in 2 months, I think it's in 2 months, you have amassed 211,000 views on your video reviewing Gaming for Hope.
Yeah,
this blew up, man.
A lot of views.
This blew up, man.
Wait,
What happened?
Pause it. It's literally looks like a freeze frame from today's stream.
It kind of does.
Like, this guy is... Holy crap. Is that the same shirt?
God damn.
No,
I
it's
was
similar
bad.
though. It's similar though. He gave up, man. His most recent video is "I give up." I feel so bad.
Did he?
His journey's over.
Yep.
That's tragic.
Is it because of you?
No, I motivated him. He said I helped.
Oh.
I think it was his kids.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
I mean, yeah,
that makes sense.
kids
Well,
are important.
He was getting
Good job,
better though.
Apply.
He was getting better. I was watching some shorts. He was getting the bubble management going. I swear he was improving. Maybe a couple
Was it
more
the
years.
kids? Or like the 200 other reasons that
Oh.
were preventing him from maybe making it.
I just think he
You
was
decide,
tired.
Avi.
I spoke with him. He interviewed me about like the pro thing, and he was just talking about like how he's like just comes back from work and he's really tired. And I was like, you're not gonna go pro, man. Like, you're too tired for this. You're too old. You got too many responsibilities.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
That's just how it goes, man. That's how it goes. People always blame like age, but in reality, it's just
It's
responsibilities.
just time. Yeah, it's a time.
It's just
thing.
time. Yeah, it's just time.
You
Same
could
with
be like
streaming.
an older person, but with
Yeah.
zero responsibility. So maybe if you were like 35, but you just got nothing. You just got nothing but time for
Yeah.
some reason.
No. If you're 35, 40, and you're like, I'm gonna become a pro in Overwatch, you need to.
He could
rethink
Don't
just
listen
sell
to Reinforce.
because-
You can do it. If you're
I'm
40
sorry.
and you have dreams,
Apply once more YouTube content, bro, please.
I'll tell you what, there's
Any
this
more
old guy right
videos?
now, Ryujay Hong. He's like 34 or something. He's got nothing but time.
No way.
And he's
Rejo
like an
is like
overseas player.
32, surely.
he's got to be 35.
Bros,
Oh, he is.
I'm just saying.
He
I'm
is
just saying.
33. He's
How-
turning
I'm just saying, he's
34
Gamer
this
Hope is
week.
28.
He's still competing in OWCS at his
Oh,
age,
that
which
is
is incredible.
not-
I'm just saying.
Legend.
Well, you get
He
some of these
literally-
pros in streaming. It's like a life hack because you can just like switch your streaming content to just being like try hard, sweat, ranked grind streams instead of like chatty streams, and like people are still gonna watch as if it's high level play. So it's like, yeah, if you don't have that viewer base, it's like impossible.
Right. I'm gonna finish the introductions here before we truly get into season 18. AVRL, first of all, I gotta ask you: have you slept? Because last time you didn't sleep.
Slept a little bit.
It's
I
7
know,
a.m.
Slept a
We won't be
little.
able to tell the difference anyway. So
Yeah, it's about the same. It's about the same. Like it doesn't really matter what I say. I could say I've slept none. I could say I slept a little. I could say I slept a lot. That's a lie. I've slept a little bit.
He's a
Slept
demon.
enough.
I mean, you can work on like 2 hours of sleep somehow, so it's going to be chill.
did you sleep in Dallas at DreamHack? You're doing
Yeah.
Okay.
Just.
You were live like
I even
16
slept on
hours a
stream.
day.
Actually,
These guys got the
I know there was the proof. There was the proof right there.
my gosh.
AVRL does like the sleep streams. He's got the server set up and everything with the old clips. Yeah, he's in a good position here.
No, like I
Um,
no, genuinely sleeping with like, you could see me sleeping.
Dude was
Yeah.
cuddling chat.
That was my
Yeah.
favorite.
I could
stream.
never
while
do
he was
that.
sleeping.
I'm
That's
sure
so
I do some
uncomfortable.
weird shit when I sleep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I sleep talk like a motherfucker. Apparently, didn't know that until I moved in with my.
I like
now
scratch my butt or something, and it'd just be like my streaming crew would be over. Like right.
Johnny's
Yeah.
sleeping on the stream, and every one of the comments like, "Why is the bed so small?" Oh no, that's a normal bed. He's just huge. Oh shit. Okay.
Need the bird's eye POV. Apply. We have a 5 here. We usually don't have 5 people here on Plat Chat. So I'm gonna ask you, if we were an NBA lineup, who would play what position?
Well, you're center. You're like 7 feet tall. I'm pretty small. I'm only 6 foot, so I'll say I'll be point guard.
This guy.
I guess. I think Jaws would be a good shooting guard. I see it in him. What do you think, Jaws?
Yeah, I got potential, not in the height department, but I could maybe throw a ball pretty far and up. hopefully.
Pretty far.
What are we playing?
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah, I think I could do it, bro.
Can we get, at some point, Jaws, we need you to show us your throwing form on camera,
Oh,
please.
bro, I ain't got shit.
Please.
Dude, I've
Really
played basketball
important.
maybe once. Hey,
Really
Sweden,
important.
Johnny, think about this. In
We'll
Sweden,
get Albert coaching. You know?
we'll get Albert to come in. We'll throw some fucking ball. Dude, that would be kind of sick.
And Avril's our LeBron James. He just rounds it out. Whatever he wants to play. Small forward, power forward, center, whatever he wants, bro.
I feel
I
like
don't even know what
Avril's
any of
like
those was mean.
the Kobe. He's just gonna take every shot and clunk every single one. He's just
That
gonna
might
ask
be
for the
true.
ball every time.
Or that's going to
You'll
be
get to 80
Jaws.
points, no
Or
matter
Jaws.
what. All right. Thank you, Apply. Maybe someone can cook up a graphic for that. Jaws, I don't have any questions for you. All right, season 18 was announced. Or announced. It's out. It's been out for a week now. We've been enjoying. I guess this is one of 2 patches that come out every year that like truly change things up. It's part of the rank reset, tons of new changes, new perks in the game. It's a big overhaul. So I wanted to get the all-star cast here on to just chat about some of the big changes coming our way, how we're enjoying it. Now, naturally, it was a big patch, a lot of new additions, a lot of big changes, which meant bugs. A lot of bugs. Fellas, is it fair to say that this was the buggiest Overwatch patch of all time?
I think it was.
It's got to be close. Yeah, if not the
I
buggiest.
can't remember in the 10 years I played this game, or like 9.5 years, a patch this buggy.
They were disabling heroes mid-rank game. We side swapped at one point in a rank game that I was playing. The ball player could no longer play ball. They like disabled it throughout. I was like, okay, well, I guess we just lose. Like,
We've had some crazy bugs,
It's
like in Overwatch 1,
ridiculous,
like the
man.
May wall tilt bug on the door. If you guys
the
remember that,
spawn,
but, but like all together, this season was the worst.
It
I
was
guess
crazy,
it depends on
yeah.
which server you were playing, because I heard European servers were like completely disaster for days on end. But I
Really?
remember Overwatch 2's release, America servers were really bad. I couldn't even play the day.
Well, that's like server stability stuff, though, right? But like this was like
for bugs,
not game-breaking bugs, but like ball was getting like
still bugs.
insta-fireball.
I mean,
And,
you
like,
can permanently block on hazard. That was not
yeah,
okay.
the perma block.
Some of these are game breaking.
Yeah, a
one
little
shot
There's a
Right.
couple other bugs that I won't even bring up yet because they haven't been solved yet, and so they're still technically exploitable. But there's still bugs out there right now, like not just like minor bugs,
yeah.
like really bad bugs that are still.
The ball one was egregious.
Yeah,
like,
it was crazy.
I saw in that one game or like a few games I played before he was disabled, there was Wrecking Ball players that were getting instant fireball and then doing that like slingshot thing, and it was just like boom, 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 and you just die, and you're like, okay, cool, that's
Yeah.
epic. I'm like, wait, is this like balanced ball? Did they balance him in any way? Did they fucking change him? But no, it was just hella bugged.
It's really bad with Steamroller too, because you can just one-shot tanks, or you could just one-shot tanks.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Well, honestly, props on them disabling it so quickly though. Disabling
did it fast.
a lot of these characters. Yeah, like really.
Oh
quick.
my
look at
God.
this. I mean, look at that. It's so fucking stupid.
They should put that in the game.
No, they shouldn't.
I think they disabled Wrecking Ball, and then Wrecking Ball was still bugged after they disabled it, so they had to hotfix another like buff change. Because I believe there was another bug with Wrecking Ball.
like
But yeah, there was the hazard
Boom
infinite
distance or
block.
something.
Yeah, and then it was the Roadhog overhealth. Maybe that's intended with the hook. You hook someone and you get more overhealth the longer you hook. And then today I read as well that in 6v6, Diva has like 5-second matrix or something.
Hey,
It's a
really?
major perk.
There's
That's
a
not
way you can
good.
bug her matrix right now.
Dude, the Cassidy bug was the worst. People were actually using it in high elo. Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
left click,
one-shotting
right click.
people.
People were genuinely
Yeah.
doing it. You can one shot everyone. Like every cast in my game was doing it.
It was ridiculous.
Dirty
I saw the
cheaters.
clip of Arns, and he's just like, "What?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, this might be a problem." It was so stupid.
I got PTSD from World of Warcraft because they actually banned people who abuse some of these bugs. So I was like, I'm not doing anything because if they roll back, or
Dude, I remember those
ban or
days back in
something, then-
MMOs. Like I remember
Yeah.
I had a couple of friends of mine that would be like, they would do the bug once and then they'd report it in detail and like with the full, like, I don't know if you guys are aware, but this is how to replicate the bug. And they would just ban them
yeah,
for a month.
No
It was like,
remorse.
if you even
Yeah.
touched it, you were banned. It was crazy.
it was over. Yeah, especially in WoW and stuff when you could like loot
Oh,
abuse
yeah.
and just get gear.
Yeah, loot
it's just over,
abusing.
so.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
heavy bans.
Stadium had quite a few bugs as well. Obviously, you could get 2 heroes of the same team.
That was ridiculous. Like, you'd think coming into this, you're like, okay, so they changed some stuff about Stadium. Okay, so there's new skins and new different perks and stuff. How the fuck did this happen? What the fuck kind of spaghetti happened here?
Ridiculous.
I mean, finally, the Mercy players get to play their game that they want to play. They're just two Mercies pocket healing the whole game, rezzing each other.
So
My God,
stupid.
that sounds like perfect Overwatch to them. That's their dream Overwatch game.
That would be nightmare. Man. Get off work, get off the 9 to 5, queue in Stadium, get double Mercy as your support line in Stadium.
I mean, you're not dying, bro. So that's good for you.
Well, one person is not dying. The other 4 might, but yeah. Anyway, even more impressive that they fixed most of these bugs. Like Spilo said, there's still quite a few bugs, but they've fixed a decent amount of them. So we seem to be okay. A week into the patch here. And we can get to the real meat and potatoes. I think the first thing we should talk about with the patch is Wuyang being released, of course, the new hero, the new support hero. And we've already seen some gameplay. Ob Sojourn has some POVs out already from OWCS Korea and APAC in general. So how do we feel about Wuyang? Obviously, we had the playtest and then a few changes as well. How has Wuyang kind of settled in here a week into Season 18?
I think he's great.
The one.
I love him. I think he's. They've been killing it with hero releases. Freya into Wuyang. I mean, that's back-to-back bangers.
They somehow always manage to create very unique primary weapons. In that, I'm like, oh, okay, because it's not like, okay, I'm just a soldier guy. I just shoot bullets and shit. Nah, it's like an orb that gets faster after a certain amount of time and does more damage, and you have to control it like a meatball flying through the air. Like, it is fucking sick. And I think the character overall isn't like, it doesn't feel hyper busted. Maybe he is, but like he feels pretty.
He is. He just has to consistently hit left clicks, and he's definitely busted.
Compared to Freya, though, I'd say the frustration level is at a minimum. Like Freya's like double tap, like insta kill people.
He's stronger than Freya for sure, though. On release.
Sure, yeah. If you're like really accurate with the left clicks, it feels like you do need to nerf the damage a little bit, but like, with how fun he is as well, like, man, it is banger after banger in terms of hero release. Also, he feels very high skill as well. It's not like a brain dead hero that is very easy to execute at a point where like it is just like, okay, this is kind of bullshit. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, the buffs and changes they made from the testing phase to like the live servers did a lot for him. The changing the way his wave work and changing the way his shift jumps higher and boosts faster really changed a lot. And I think it was crazy buffs. And they made it more fun to play too.
Alt self-cast as well was faster. They did everything that you could possibly hope for quality of life in like one thing. So definitely made him stronger, and he's like ridiculously strong right now.
Yeah, the damage is.
But I mean, like he feels like a lot of fun to play.
I'm so happy to see him in pro play.
Yeah. I mean,
he did not need the buff day one.
It does. Yeah, he did though, because it wasn't about the strength of the character. It was about those things just felt really bad. Like the ult delay and self-cast, the wave crap, the jump height. Like it just felt crappy. So it's like they can nerf. I think they should nerf the wave alt fire heal is like insanely strong burst heal. That's probably where they're going to start with. And then I think his splash damage and his primary is a little too forgiving. Like you can get like 50, 60 damage on a clear whiff, which is probably too forgiving. But there's a lot of knobs to tweak here. But like,
just the general left click damage, like on hit is quite a lot. Like it's enough that
that's pretty good. Yeah,
good. I think every DPS that gets hit has to instantly respect it. It's like
Tracer has to recall once you tank one.
He's tough to duel. He's got a lot in his kit that makes him really tough to dive onto and 1v1 in a lot of situations. So there's a bit of concern that maybe he does too much. Otherwise, I think the design is great, but does a lot right now. He does a lot.
I think that one of the scariest things about this character too is the fact that because he's so new and the weapon is so unique, people aren't like absolutely cracked with the left click yet. But like eventually over time, as with every hero, it's just going to be like there are going to be people. Yeah, there are going to be people that are just double tapping DPS, double tapping support. Like people will just instantly fucking die because people are going to get so good with the left click.
Yeah,
it's very scary.
I hope they don't nerf his left click. I hope they do what Spilo said and just nerf the wave healing and right click healing, because I think if they nerf his primary fire, that's like the whole purpose of his character. That's what makes him fun. If you nerf the left click, then I don't even know why I'd want to play him.
Yeah, you need to reward directs. It's just the splash. It's too easy. If you're
Yeah.
doing the slam tech, it's just really easy to get basically full damage on non-directs, which is a little too forgiving. But yeah, the burst heal is crazy. Like I remember when he was initially play tested, people were like, his healing's too weak. It's like, bro, that's not how Overwatch works. Like you don't need constant healing. That's not how the game works. You need burst heal when it's necessary. It's like the same thing with Kiriko Suzu or whatever. It's like on demand. It's because it not only amplifies your healing, obviously, because it's the nade effect, it amplifies all sorts of healing. So like I was watching Hottie stream a few days ago and he was on like Rialto and he was playing with Wuyang Lifeweaver on like RAM or something. And he drops from like 700 to like 100 blocks. He's back to full in like a second and a half, right? And it's like, that's just insane, right? Like that's so good, right? And I think that that's probably the biggest thing that's too strong with him right now.
So obviously we can expect maybe a couple of nerfs here, but I am curious how you think Wuyang kind of like fits into the game. So let's imagine a world where maybe a few nerfs come into place, especially, you know, the healing and stuff like that. How do you feel like Wuyang kind of fits into the support category overall? And like what compositions do you think Wuyang will eventually start in? Obviously now you just play Wuyang because he's busted really strong and you can kind of make it work. But what do you think are like the best comps where Wuyang should thrive in a more balanced state?
Any kind of like what I think is going to happen with the meta, especially in like pro play and stuff, is kind of what Zeta are running, like dive, any kind of DPS that can make good use of his ult. Like a Genji diving in with the bubble, or even a Reaper as well, to be fair. Like Winston, Monkey, like anything like super aggressive. I've just got a feeling that's where it's going to go. I don't know if they're going to like hard nerf him or anything, but if they just keep him in this state, I think honestly the comps they're running is going to be close to meta, or at least in pro play.
I think Wuyang Kiri is all you need.
It's crazy. Like Kiri's got the Suzu. She's really hard to fucking kill, even though they removed Double Swift Step. Like she's still kind of hard to like lock down and kill. You have an aggressive tank that jumps in with the bubble that doesn't need much support, like a ball. Like Monkey, you can just right click and he gets healed a little bit. Then you hit direct, she gets more healing. Like, and then just DPS that are decently mobile and sustainable. Like, yeah, this seems like what Zeta right now running is going to be close to what the meta should be.
Yeah, the only thing about Wuyang Kiri is you have no speed, but if you're playing Tracer Genji Ball, you don't need speed.
You don't need it. Yeah.
You're mostly just playing Lucio because he makes sense on Flashpoint to move around a lot and to control space. You're not really using the speed. The one weakness of Wuyang, which is I think for these type of comps, is that without the Kiriko, Wuyang himself doesn't really provide a lot of like consistent range heal. Like his resource is like pretty limited in terms of range. It's even lower than Harmony Orb or Kiriko's heal. So when you're seeing like these Wuyang Kiriko comps, it's like really easy for Wuyang to kind of +1 a DPS, but that's pretty much all he can support. Anything that goes just outside of his range, you can't. So I would be surprised to see him, if we're going to play him with these dive comps, it might be with Wuyang Kiri. If you were to see like Wuyang Lucio, you'd probably see fewer DPS or tanks like Ball Tracer, because like Wuyang is just, he's like a Kiriko that's a little bit more fragile, but has like a little bit more utility, like a little bit more straight up damage, straight up healing. And people are always asking me, is he main support or flex support? I'm like, well,
he doesn't control, been blurred for a long time.
Yeah, well, he doesn't control small spaces like Brig Lucio does, right? So he's not a main support. Even with the wave rebound, he's just too fragile. So you're gonna play him with double flex, or you're gonna play him with paired with a Q. But I don't really see him. I like Apply said, it's gonna be more like, or Jaws was saying, it's like more the hybrid dive stuff. But I do think he's strong enough right now that like, if for whatever reason we find out that like freaking Hanzo's wildly overtuned, or we go, oh my gosh, these Zarya buffs are insane, Zarya is actually hard meta, right? I don't necessarily see Wuyang fall out of the meta, because I think he's also just so incredibly strong that people will find a way to force him into any type of composition, and he's flexible enough to fit in anywhere.
So right now, it's like it's Wuyang Kiriko for the most part. You don't really see too much variation beyond that. It's really funny when one of them gets banned. Tracer gets banned in the game. It's really funny as well in terms of the pro meta. But yeah, those two together, really tough to kill as well. They're both really able to defend themselves, get away, a lot of mobility, a lot of tools to save themselves and peel. Yeah, I just think you definitely, like Spilo's saying, probably can't get away with as much consistent healing if it's something like Lucio Wuyang. He just seems like a dive hero to me. But at the same time, what we're seeing in terms of the whole flexible main support thing is, I think those lines for sure have been blurred for a long time. In terms of like raw hero pools, or which players are actually playing him the most, because he's mostly paired with Kiriko, it's the main support players on a professional team that's actually picking them up the most. So like pretty much all these teams, you're seeing the main support player, like Bliss in this clip. He's the one actually using this hero instead of the other guy.
Yeah.
I saw MCD running fucking Zen the other day. Oh my god, the double
map was it?
harmony kind of thing. I cannot remember.
It's like
That's
New
like
Queen Street.
Escort,
It was like
right?
New
Or
Queen
hybrid?
Street or something.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Just push?
New
I don't think
Queen
that's
Street
good.
or some shit.
Or
I was
something like that.
this
That's
fucking
surprising.
Sucks. Like, it
Yeah,
was
that's
not
surprising.
good.
It was just like, how many harmony orbs can we get? All of them. More harmony.
Exactly.
Skewed played it on Gibraltar as well.
Terrible.
Jib makes sense.
On chip, that makes more sense. Okay, because kind of a little slower, a little high groundy.
A little more
But,
space. Yeah. Yeah, Wing's
They're
just
trying
gonna
to
be plug and play
to
wherever you
respect.
want, really. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on. It's really interesting to watch because you watch Wuyang and you're just like, everything's just pretty good. Like the poke is good.
Yep.
Like the orb is good for flankers. The mobility is good. Like everything just feels like very reliable. It's very fun to watch Wuyang POB as well because the kid is very nice. So did you guys have anything else on Wuyang? I guess the perks, if you want to touch on the perks.
He's got
as well.
the right amount of healing, in my opinion. I'm glad the healing design is more towards, I'm going to drop some abilities in there for burst heal rather than my raw healing per second at all times is just crazy high. Like, I'm glad this isn't Marvel Rivals where like you're just like, I'm just going to pump out endless heals infinitely forever and no one's ever going to die because my level of healing is so extreme at all times that this is just how healing is. I'm like, that's ridiculous. We don't need that. We want like generally pretty low heals, but then the opportunity to get like burst heals or higher heals at the opportune time. I think that's better gameplay.
You know how like Marvel Rivals, the whole skill expression is like the support ult timing, or at least it was like trading. It really feels like with Overwatch, that's the case with like support cooldowns. You know, like when are you waving, when are you Suzuing, when are you armor packing, you know, and so on. And so like with Wuyang, it's like exactly like AVRL was saying. I mean, maybe it's a little slow overtuned, but like I'll like even watch like high level Wuyang playing like they waved at the wrong time, or just for like AoE pressure, and then. Or they used their wave before using their heal resource because wave replenishes heal resource. They should have used half of their heal resource, then waved, then the rest of their heal resource. So it's like you gotta kind of get those kind of cooldown management things right if you want to play them correctly, which I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Leaves more room to do stuff.
Especially because he's super weak up close. Like a Tracer is in his face, he can't really do anything. So if you don't have your shift, you're done. If you can't separate yourself from the diver, you're gonna die
It's the same
unless
thing
you
with
have
Juno.
Fury. Yeah.
Same thing. I love the dynamic rotations. Like you have to like pre-rotate. You can't wait until it goes bad and then you're.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I feel like theoretically at first I was like, oh, Wuyang is pretty diveable, but then you see it in action and you're like, well, actually, like the movement ability is quite neat. So like if they have that handy, they can get away and.
I think in the
get
testing
additional
phase
support,
he was
so.
way more diveable. Before they buffed the shift and it made him go faster and jump higher, he was way easier to get on. But now he's so much faster.
What did they change? I didn't play the playtest. What did they change about
The initial shift, like burst speed, is much faster. Like whichever way you click shift, you go way further, and then his jump is way higher.
Right. Yeah, the jump's really big. Like having the ability to scale vertically is just so important for that hero to escape like good dives. So yeah, positioning is like super important. Do you want to talk about the perks? Because like I want to get everybody else's take on this as well. Because I think there are two. Especially the minor and major, there are like two easy ones that I think
agree.
are the best. I think balance is better because the consistency with the orb.
I already told Cust that overflow is useless. I think there's just no reason to get it.
I think ammo in
Try
Overwatch and like reloading
too.
and stuff, it's like but like 40% for 2 seconds on your passive healing is like kind of crazy because you're like the amount you're spamming your water orbs is like kind of nuts. So yeah, I think that one's easily the best.
The problem with overflow is it's like it implies that you're not using your movement cooldown for something other than moving. Like you're just moving. You're not thinking about resource management when you're using your rushing torrent. You're using it to rotate, and it's too small of a buff. It's always opportunity cost with perks, right? It's like it's not bad. It's something. But you're giving up a pretty large increase of healing per second. That's for free, so you can focus on your damage, and like that's just not worth.
Yeah. So we're pretty set. I think all the pros as well. They just pick balance and ebb and flow, and those are the best perks by far.
Super sick. I picked Falling Rain a little bit when I've been playing him, but the ebb and flow is just For it to come back as well is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Well, Falling
double
Rain,
wave.
Falling Rain has you have an opportunity to do less damage. I don't know if you guys
Right.
know this, but each orb is like its own individual entity, so it
Right.
can get caught on edges and just fail.
Oh, so you could like
it's
trip a
way
wall and it's
easier-
only two things.
It's way easier to hit
Yeah.
walls with tri-shot. So it's really only good on like wide open clear shots and bigger targets. Which I mean, most time you're shooting Wuyang, you're bending and bending and bending, and so it's like
Yeah, right.
you're more likely to hit an 80 damage shot basically with Falling Rain.
We also mentioned how forgiving the explosion radius is. I mean, if you get the trip or
Right.
falling rain, it also decreases the explosion radius, so it's not worth it.
Yeah, you'll just straight up lose an orb, and then you get an 80 damage splash instead of a 100 damage splash.
I mean,
Alright.
this one's just crazy. It's just return wave is nuts. Decreased damage is like, who cares? But you know, it's extra damage, which is great, and also it's the wave is fantastic.
Yeah, the heal is
Seems
great.
like the best. Yeah, exactly.
Wuyang, a success. I think we're
Yes.
all very happy with the design. And
5 in a
Oh,
row.
yeah.
Not perfect heroes because everyone's controversial, Venture and Hazard, but I still think 5 in a row. That's my vote. It's 5 at
Yeah.
least decent heroes in a row.
Who's talking back about Venture and Hazard? Come on now, like dynamic.
well,
I think
Oh,
Hazard got some
heroes.
block flag there for a while.
I'm not
Hazard
a
comes
big
a block
Hazard
flag.
personally.
And the one
Hazard
shot
was overtuned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. But like design wise,
Yeah.
they fucking knocked it out of the park for like, I agree.
Agreed.
5 in a row. Easy clap.
Good job, Costa. Good job.
It was all him.
And everyone else.
It
and
was
everyone
all
else.
him.
I always
was-
say that. I pretend Custa's the only person working there.
Costa's back streaming now, so he's in the public eye. Give him credit. Yeah, he's back. All right, good stuff with Wuyang there. Let's move on to another hero that received some changes, and it's kind of interesting because it opened the door for some potential other changes. It's Roadhog. We're so back, reworked, kind of reverted to old form here. How do we feel about this one? I think this was pretty surprising to a lot of people when they announced this. So, what was everyone's first reaction when we found out?
Should we just delete him already, or should we just get?
I never
delete him
liked
from
the trap,
game?
so I'm down that they released the trap. I remember when they first were reworking Roadhog, they said something like, "We want to make him more interesting and fun to play, and also play against." And then they gave him a
It was
trap.
not- that
I don't
was
know
not
where that ever came from. So
Yeah.
I the right click does feel weird. The new right click though, I don't know. It does not feel like it did in Overwatch 1. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But I'm just glad the trap is gone.
It's like, I think initially they went into it as well saying like, oh, we're going to remove the frustration, like the one shot. And it's like, no, he just puts down trap. You go over the trap and then he one shots you anyway. So like, it doesn't matter. It, like,
Didn't they
it still
like
did the same
rework
thing.
it to where like he basically one-shotted without the trap anyway half the time? Like, I'm
Right,
pretty sure
yes.
they worked it back to where because there's like, oh, this character can't function without the one shot. They were like adding a multi-step one shot, and then they just ended up reverting it anyway. Except now, like Apply says, he has a AOE CC, which like I mean, it didn't really bother most players, but if you were a tank main, trap was just awful. Like it just
right.
so like I look at the Roadhog changes as like a net neutral change for like the vast majority of players, but for tank players, it's definitely a positive. So sure.
It's just without fundamentally changing the way the hero is
Yeah.
designed and away from his core rotation being chain hook. Like it's the hero is always going to be an issue,
Guys-
and it will continue to be that way.
Don't worry. In a couple seasons time, the trap's gonna come back as a perk.
It probably will.
Maybe.
It heals
Yeah,
somehow.
Dude, they did that this season as well. They brought back some old stuff, and I was like, okay, all right.
You'll
well,
see it again.
You should
Don't worry about
throw a net this time instead of being a trap. He nets somebody. He's like, whoa, throws a giant like gladiator net instead.
it. That replaces
There you go.
the hooks. It's an AOE hook now. It's a net AOE. Like
Everyone
5
to
people
the
at a
center.
time.
Capture everybody
Like a
up.
bola
Yeah.
shot.
No,
Yeah.
whenever he uses his vape, he gets like the steel layer, and he just is invulnerable to damage while he's vaping and CC.
That would be
Good idea.
awesome.
yeah, that'd be sick. My lukewarm take is that Roadhog is the most unsalvageable hero design in all of Overwatch. More
Especially
than
with
Widow,
5v5.
more than
Very
Mercy,
Sombra.
more than
I-
Sombra, more than
I
Mercy,
agree.
Yeah, I
more
have
than
to
Moira.
agree.
More than Malga. Whoa.
Yeah,
Way more than
well,
Malga.
Malga's been solved. They just nerfed
way
him.
more than Malga. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where Hog was. They just kept nerfing him. So what do you mean? Is that how we solve it? You just nerf them into the ground?
Yes.
Well,
I mean,
they tried removing the
keep
one
him out
shot,
of the
and then Roadhog doesn't do anything. So where are we at, Spilo? Here, are we just kind of like accepting that this is the state of Roadhog? We can't do anything about it.
I mean, you'd have to literally go from the ground up, man. Like, you can't have the whole full heal on resource one shot design. You got to rework him into a tiny DPS like Skinny Hog, or you got to fully take away his range
Skinny Hog?
and reduce
I-
the
I-
hit and be like
They
a brawler tank that does like he just like a sumo wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Make
you
him
gotta
get
literally
fast.
Already
start-
reworked him.
You got to start from
They've already
scratch.
reworked
Like,
him.
literally scratch,
They've reworked
basically.
him already. The name is Junker Queen. That's the rework.
Yeah.
That is true.
Basically. But you literally have to start from scratch with Roadhog. There's a lot of things that you could do with Widow and Mercy, but no, Roadhog he's cooked.
Well, the problem is, right, that it's so signature to have a hook hero. It's like, oh, you need to have a, Pudge from Dota or whatever. You need to have a hero that hooks and then one-shots. And then, you got the Roadhog
do you
mains and
need to
they love
one-shot?
it. And then, no, but I'm
You
saying,
need
but
to
like
one-shot?
now it's like, the hook is so iconic there. You need to keep the hook somehow. And if you remove the one-shot, then
Well-
like, where do you kind of like
Well,
that's
That's
where
what
it
I'm
gets so
saying.
annoying.
No. This is what I'm saying. Queen already has it. The knife is the hook. You just don't need the one shot. Queen proves you can have a hook without a one shot.
Queen, because Queen's one shot is a combo. Roadhog isn't a combo. It's just the shot and afterwards.
It's just
I'm not even
also
joking.
more than
If
one shot.
if you gave Roadhog like a belly slam, and like a roll,
That'd be fire.
and then you
AoE belly
and then you
slam.
roll slam combo. You use your mobility cooldown. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Bro's
you
got
gotta
a
you
Street
gotta make
Fighter
it.
combo.
I like
You
that.
gotta make a multi-step thing that isn't a trap on the floor, and then you gotta.
Oh, dude, I got it, guys. This is the rework. What Hog does now is the roll game. You got what you do is hook. You hook something in the distance, and then you roll towards it, and then you roll faster. If you fireball, you can knock people back. Thoughts?
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
he's
wait.
so smart.
Yeah, but you guys played Winter Soldier, right? Like, obviously that character has his issues too, but like it was so much more satisfying to like shoot and then uppercut people and then follow up shot afterwards. Like, it was way more fun to do like the multi ability combo in that game, and then it is with Roadhog, because it's just a one-step thing, really.
Just all
Genuinely,
these
I think
designs. All these
the
designs
thing-
prove that you don't need the one shot on Hog. It's just you don't need it.
The thing that you
ways.
do is make the hook an alt somehow. You keep the iconicness of the hook and somehow make it an alt instead.
He's still
whether that
trash,
pulls
then.
people in. But like, you remake the
You
other
wasted
part of the
your
kit
alt,
as
bro.
well.
You
Guys,
wasted your ult.
I'm not
the
saying
hook is not the problem.
hook is
the
the
hook
alt.
is not
I'm
the
not
problem.
I'm not saying the hook. I'm not saying the hook is the ult, but like, fucking move that thing to
Yeah.
there, and then he fucking spins around and he fucking launches 7 hooks out. I don't fucking know.
This
but
is
yeah, it's-
terrible.
Yeah.
You don't need to change the hook. The hook's
We're
not the problem.
spitballing
It's the
here.
one
We're
shot.
spitballing.
Yeah.
It's not the hook,
It's
guys.
the whole. Well,
Hook's
it's the
fine.
fucking whole combo, bro. Is the fucking problem.
There's no
So-
combo. You hook and then you shoot them. That's
Okay,
that's
the
not a
fucking
combo.
hook one shot, bro. Like, whatever.
That's
but,
what I'm saying,
yeah.
it's
the
the one
hero's
shot, it's not the
chalked,
hook.
okay? The hero's fucking chalked.
chalked. Yeah,
okay?
Spilo's
They
right.
need to
Spilo's
gut
right.
him.
It's fucking chalked.
He's right.
The only suggestion I've heard is from Spilo, and he said give Roadhog an uppercut. And
Dude, seriously, give him some sort of multi-step
Overwatch
combo.
one.
But see, the thing with Winter Soldier as well is that like you don't have to only use your abilities for the combo. Like, you can use them outside of the hook combo as well.
Philo,
Yeah.
I got a combo idea for you. How about this? Instead of just hooking and shooting, now you put a trap down and then you hook and then you shoot. That's part of the combo.
we're
now.
talking.
Al, please.
It's a
Hold
combo.
on.
this,
Can you
I'm
go
just
back to
cutting this
bed?
out from the
Hold on.
podcast.
Can we put him
This
back
has been
in
a
bed,
terrible
please?
conversation. Yeah,
Start calling you
I,
Abby again.
yeah.
But you can see why they added the trap in, because they're like, you know
Yeah.
what? You're right. We're gonna add pieces to the combo. Let's put down a trap. So that became part of the combo.
See, this
That's
is why you
genuinely what
can't
it was
just
part of.
talk about. You can't just solve problems. You have to like start fundamental. You can't be like, oh, people don't like the one shot, so we're gonna make it people. It's like, but then it's not fun to play. Like, you have to like, yeah. You can't just fix problems
Give him an
People are still
uppercut.
gonna play
Just
Roadhog.
give him an uppercut. I'm done with that.
I'm fine.
yeah.
with
Turn
it.
him into
A
Winter
belly
Soldier.
slam.
Can you imagine?
Just-
That would freaking hurt. You know, like he's freaking uppercut.
Exactly.
How is
Yeah.
bro doing an uppercut? Like, okay,
I
I mean,
don't
I don't know. The same
got,
way
like,
everyone else does an
Tyrannosaurus
With
Rex.
uppercut.
his stomach instead of his fist. That'd be
Yeah.
much better.
belly
Yeah, yeah.
slam.
Tosta,
I do like the idea
Tosta,
of
get on the
belly
case.
slam.
Yeah.
Make him belly
We did have
slam.
some pro play, some Roadhog pro play. So Solomon, if you could bring up this clip, please, and go to the 135 timestamp in this Roadhog video here.
Ruler. Look,
Ruler.
there
It's
he is,
not. It's not
MCD.
nozzle. Whoa.
It's- I
Let
know.
Ruler cook here. We got some good hooks coming up here.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
good. All right.
Goodbye, buddy.
Give me another
Goodbye. And then
That's how you counter Wuyang right there.
Ado's kind of cooking on the Genji. Another one.
Wait, that was
readjustment.
what the
Okay.
hell? Okay.
Ruler making it work. Mirror gaming. They're making it work against onside.
Dude, big gaming.
So yeah, Hog is meta according to Sojourn here with the title
Yeah.
as well. So I think Ruler just stuck Roadhog this entire
There were a lot of hogs.
map.
There were a lot of
Yeah.
hogs actually. So because we're playing mostly ball, there's a lot of teams that are like, we're going to counter ball with hog. There's
Yeah.
also
We have
players who
neutral
just can't
pressure
play
again.
ball. So this
Yeah.
is what they do. Is like, I can't play ball. I'm not going to beat X or Y player on ball. I'm going to go hog to counter them. That's the solution.
And you actually have like
Dude,
neutral
he's kinda
pressure with
farming.
all fire. Like you can actually do damage now.
Right.
Oh yeah, the right click range perk
Mm-hmm.
actually makes him pretty lethal at a reasonable
Yeah.
range.
It's actually a good change because I know it's like it makes him stronger, but like it was the problem with like the reworked hog is that like literally it was you did very little range. Like you didn't know you miss your hook, you're done. Like you're done. You're just AFK for like the next unless there's something directly in front of your face, which I think just makes him way too swingy. But
I think we're done talking about Roadhog. You're right, Spilo. But I think we've had a lot of pointless conversations on Plat Chat, but this might be peak. I don't think we came to any conclusion here. Nothing was achieved.
And we never will.
We're talking about Roadhog here.
Because we're talking about fucking hog.
Yeah, I guess we're talking about Roadhog, I suppose. Does this open the door for new kind of like returns? I think the Sombra community is still a little upset. They liked one of the perks brought back with like the overhealth from the pack here, but Spilo, you got your finger on the Sombra community pulse here. How are they feeling?
gosh, some Remains hate me, man. Some of those guys do not like me. I offended the girlies at one point, and I've never got them back again. You know.
Are you the J3 of the Sombra community?
No, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. I'm not
Okay,
that
right,
bad,
you're not at
thankfully.
that level
Because I
yet.
legitimately
Okay.
enjoy playing Sombra. Like, she's like my most played character in Overwatch 2 because it took me forever to figure
me
out. Because
too,
she's had
me too,
multiple
man.
iterations, you know?
Oh.
Yeah.
But, like, I admit her flaws and so on. I think that, like,
dare
I
you.
really like Questron's thoughts in Sombra, which is, like, increasing her uptime but decreasing her, like, spikes in value through her lethality or hack or whatever. And, the whole perk with health, I honestly haven't had a lot of time to play with it. So I can't honestly tell you. I think it was good. It's probably better than White Hat, although I really like the idea of White Hat. I don't think it really quite worked out. I think there's some concern about maybe marrying her too much to health packs, which can mean that you're discouraged from taking engagements unless you have overhealth, which can decrease your downtime. But it's really something that I'm going to need to experiment with more. It was definitely a cool idea. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah.
It is just an uptime problem with her. Like Tracer
Yeah.
just out uptimes her in every regard. You never have to get out with Tracer.
Yeah.
Recall and go back in. Sombra, she plays in like waves and she's out for way too long.
Yeah. I mean, if you play her well, you definitely should have higher uptime. Like, I think that's one of the biggest difference. Like, if you ever watch like really high level Sombra, it's like there is a lot of uptime, but it's like super unintuitive to do that. You know, it's like you very rarely see her being played the way that she ought to be played. And even when she is, she's still not like matching the same consistency. It's too much of her powers tied into virus. So
Yeah, we'll have to see what's in store for Sombra down the line there, but it's another hero that really isn't fixed so far. Let's move into.
Aren't they doing a final rework? Is what they announced
They
for Sombra?
did say, yeah.
They said that?
was the.
They
that was the rumor.
said this is
Somebody
the final
literally-
rework, guys.
Why
So
do they
I remember
commit to
Question
final?
saying somebody literally went up to Aaron Keller at Gamescom and asked him about Sombra, and that's what Aaron
Oh,
apparently
no.
said.
Oh no.
So
The Sombra community got him.
they got
It's
him.
also
Imagine it's the final rework, but it just sucks. You're like, damn it, this is the final one. This is what we're left with now. Like,
Yeah.
We have nowhere to go.
feels like a bit dangerous to say that this is
Yeah,
the
I
final
was gonna say,
rework, because if
that
it's
is
no
crazy.
good, then
no, they're
Yeah.
just giving up on it. If it's no good, they're just like, we're done with this hero. We can't do anything.
back
Like,
to 2018 or
She's-
2016
she's-
Sombra.
she's
Just
the
farm
most
health packs
reworked
for
hero
all
in the
charge.
game. Yeah,
On the health pack.
I think she
Are you
is
ready
the
for a
most
spicy
reworked
one?
hero in the whole game.
Okay.
Even
Spice
more
Her-
sticks.
Probably either her most or best or second best state ever in terms of game health right now.
What, right now?
I don't.
Yeah, right now.
Is that a hot take?
What's
I
the
mean, the
best
fact that
state?
everyone's, I mean, it's hot take here. I mean, did you hear that reaction, Johnny? Like, I mean,
What's the best state? I'm curious.
I don't know. I'm opening myself up for being potentially wrong because there's been so many iterations. So I don't want to marry myself to the fact that she's in the best state right now. But
I just
think,
know there's
like,
been a lot of bad states, so
yeah, there's been a lot
it's
of
good
bad
right now.
states.
thinking about it though, it's not like you perma have to play Sombra because she's like Omega busted. You don't have perma invis anymore, then hacking tanks behind them so they fucking drop all their abilities and insta-die. Like the frustrations from like old Sombra have basically gone. And also you're not hacking health packs to charge ult charge and then you're an EMP bot. So like that kind of game loop has gone
You can
too.
track
So
her in stealth right now pretty easily if you put the effort in.
Yeah.
I think you're not too far wrong with that. You'd have to like scrub the Sombra change log to see when like a better state was. But like in terms of a casual kind of player, the frustration's not as bad as it used to be, and like she's playable, but not like perma meta. So yeah,
I find a lot of
I don't
people
think
are like
you're too far wrong.
nostalgia goggles, like her old state, and like if you ever revisit what Sombra was like back in Overwatch 1, it was really like not only like bad as a Sombra player, like just not good, but it was also
Like
just
perma invis
sucked.
hack and health packs thing.
Yeah,
Like,
just
that's toxic.
sucked.
I mean,
5-second silence and like
It was
EMP.
bad.
No,
It's
bro.
rough.
The lib
man.
era
Yeah.
Sombra was a dark time in Overwatch League.
yeah.
Yeah.
Overwatch 1
Bro's got
tank players are
EMP
gonna
like-
like tell stories about this for future generations to come. Just like there was a time in Overwatch 1 where if you played tank against Sombra, you were just doomed. Like there was nothing you could do. Perma CC and then you're just gone. So yeah, I think Sombra's in a pretty good state right now. All right, let's move into the perks overhaul here. And to kind of drive this conversation here, I do think we should bring up a blog written by the one and only Scott Costa Kennedy. Because there are 2 points that was kind of driven home in this blog that I think could be helpful as we talk about some of these. There you go. Highlighted Scott Kennedy. Thank you, Solomon. Great job. But there are 2 things here under the pondering the perk section here. He does mention that minor perks should feel beneficial for your hero. You're going to find value with them, and you can use them to improve parts of your kit based on your specific playstyle. Major perks, on the other hand, should feel transformative. So we kind of knew this, but at the same time, some original perks were like just, kind of busted. I think they've kind of fine-tuned this with this freshly update here, that like the transformative perks are more major perks and the minor perks are a nice little helpful there. And as well, under the time for an upgrade section here as well, does mention that there were some perks in their original version that you could like double perk up. I don't know how to phrase that. Where like you could double down on a singular ability and just make that ability really busted. So you see here, minor and major perks synergized together and amplified the same ability. So they kind of want to move away from that, where you can just buff one ability of the kit and then you just spam that ability, because that obviously might be a little bit busted. So I think those 2 points could be kind of helpful here as we review some of the perks. But there are way too many perks to cover here in this episode. We're not doing another 4-hour episode. I'm over it. So instead, I'm going to kind of like open the floor here, because I just want to talk about the best perks and the worst perks. Not necessarily as in like the most overpowered perks, the highest win rate perks, but like the perks that you enjoyed seeing the most here. It could be well-designed perks that you think are fun for the game or for the hero. So just kicking it off with a positive vibe here. We're praising the devs here. What were some of your favorite perks brought into the game here?
Oh, the new
Anything
Genji
that comes
minor
to mind?
perk. The new Genji minor perk, which was my idea, by the way. Custa confirmed that I talked to him and I said that I think Genji's melee is a major part of his kit. Everyone knows that. The combo is always meleeing. And I felt like there was no reason not to have a perk revolved around the melee. I mentioned that I think melee should bring back deflect or dash more. And I didn't know he's going to do 3 seconds, by the way. 3 seconds,
3 seconds
is
is
kind of
wild.
crazy. And then he says, the night we had a conversation, I had a dream of that perk. And that's how he had that idea. Instead of giving me my credit, he said I had a dream. But I think that is genuinely my favorite, though. I think it makes Genji really fun to play. I do think it might be a little too strong, especially because you can like stack it. Like if you swing your camera around in melee, you can get 6 seconds off your cooldown if you dash like a stack, which is really strong. But I love that one.
The practice range clips went crazy with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
Well,
it
that
is
should
pretty
just-
strong, though.
That's just to make it maximum 3 seconds per melee, right? So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter how many you hit.
Yeah.
Per ability, you mean? Yeah. So you could just get max.
The use
3
of melee,
seconds,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm pretty shocked, because obviously I think that's been a hot topic, and I did not have that as one of my favorite perks introduced. So yeah, but I'm happy for you.
But I'm a
Pi.
Genji player, though.
I'm happy for you. Yeah. If you're happy, then I'm happy. We gotta give a shout out to May here. Spilo applies taking a lot of credit here. How do you feel about the May perks here, Spilo?
I mean, what do you think? It's good.
He loves the freeze one where you get to freeze somebody.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. I love perks that are only exclusively used in low ranks to bully tanks and they're completely worthless outside of that range. It's my personal favorite. That was good. It's fun. They're relatively small, but it's cool.
Didn't I watch a video of you reviewing the perks and you saying these were your idea as well?
Yep.
Or like, did you suggested these?
Yeah, both of these are mine. Well, okay, so one of them is
you
technically
weren't claiming clout for yourself. I'm presenting the clout.
One of these is technically I got the idea from Gavin, who said he got the idea from another hero designer that got shot down. But I brought it up again because I said it was a good idea and they needed to stick with it, and that was the glacial propulsion.
So it's your idea.
Yeah,
it's like the meme with the person getting
if it goes well, it's
getting the
my
thing
idea.
and like, oh, this is mine.
Yeah. If it goes well, it's my idea. Yeah.
But I do like them. I think the minor perks are very fun here for me. So I think they're a thumbs up from me. Yeah.
Yep.
I think
agreed.
I think the rebalancing of honor perks was done pretty well, actually. If we can go to them, because although I still don't think the headshot one is good, maybe like crits, maybe it's picked a lot, but the rebalancing of that is nice. The nade obviously getting moved because it was a minor perk before, and then the major one was like, okay, you only take the nano one because self nano is fucking busted. So like taking that away, but still having nano apply speed boost is kind of cool. So they've kind of kept that like buffing the nano idea and almost bring back Beyblade because Reaper can run it down now with move speed. But I think the rebalancing that was really nice. Also the Alari perks as well. The dumping the full right click beam, which is quite cool. I think both the major perks now are actually worth taking. Because before
the Alari major perk is garbage. It's the worst major perk in the game.
Really? Okay.
Oh shit!
I love the idea though. I'm being difficult on purpose.
Fair enough.
It's a really good idea.
It
it's just really bad.
Yeah, I've only played with it once, and I can't say I was like blown away, but I was like, okay, so maybe you take this because
you're right that it's good. It sounds really good on paper. It actually could be really good once they fix
maybe
it.
I need to play with it more. I'll see if my thoughts line up with yours, because before you would only ever take, in my opinion, you'd only ever take the alt perk where you get to fly quicker and you get to fucking shoot more over the pylon constructing quicker, which I did speak to Scott about, and he's like, yeah, you'd be surprised. Maybe some people do pick that up. And
I figured out how to use it.
Uptime.
I figured out how to use it.
Tell me how, because
it's pre-rotates. Because if you think like a 6-second cooldown on pylon when you destroy it goes on to like a 4.5 or 4-second cooldown. So you have to like rotate, instant construction. If your pylon takes any damage or it gets destroyed, it's garbage. You're right, it's terrible. But if you like are really proactive with your rotates, I agree with you. I like the alt perk better. I think it's better. But, yeah.
I can see where you're coming from, but like the majority of the time you're putting the pylons in just so like fucked spots where they have to like over peak or like more often than not, like I don't know. And then the shift perk as well, the one that does burn damage, I've always picked those two. So yeah, I will try the right click perk more because like I said, I've only tried it once and I was like, okay, it's kind of cool, but yeah,
its
we'll
cone
see if
is
it's
so
the worst
narrow.
major perk in the game.
Its cone is so narrow is the problem. Yeah.
Okay, I'll play with it more. I'll come to a conclusion there, but I'm glad they updated hers. I think there was just 2 static ones that were just really good, and that was it. So yeah,
I think the best compliment is, I think most folks in here will agree, they got rid of all the crappy perks. Like they didn't always replace them with ones that I think everyone's gonna like because it's just experimenting. But like it felt like almost all the perks that got replaced, with the exception of the Ryan passive heal, which I'm still mad about. It felt like they got rid of all the perks that just people either didn't really care about or that just weren't that good. So it's like, yeah, I mean, not everyone's gonna like all the perks, but at least they're trying good stuff.
Yeah,
well, my
might
favorite
be crazy.
Perk, my favorite perk was the Winston extra damage to the foibles, baby. every time I see Symmetra 12, I'm like, there it is. That's when the perk is useful, guys. That's where it's useful. And then they both flop. But no, they got rid of a perk that I did really like, which is the Sojin sticky disruptor shot. I actually really enjoyed that one. It also generated energy when you would land it too. So that perk felt really good to have.
I talked about Custa why they replaced that, because he made a really interesting point, which you can see the logic with. He was saying that, you remember when everyone was complaining about the Sombra major perk extravaganza, where people were like, I don't want to choose either major perk sometimes. It feels like I'm literally losing out, because it was the shorter hack range and then white hat. So like a lot of Sombras were just not picking a perk at all. And what Custa was saying when I talked to him is he was saying that like, the problem with that sticky shot in tandem with the double slide is that it changes 2 of your abilities. And if you don't want double slide, you want a higher, longer slide, or you don't want the sticky disruptor shot, you want the more damage disruptor shot, right? You didn't have any free value. You had to make a sacrifice, and he was like, there might be a world where you don't want either. He didn't want that.
That makes sense.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
That
could
does
you
make sense.
could you just move it then, like move the sticky to a minor and like nerf it a bit so that it makes more sense?
You could replace the slow perk with it. Yeah.
'Cause I
What do you guys
honestly
think about the slow perk, by the way?
I
'Cause
okay, I
initially
abuse
saw
the
that,
shit out
was
of it. I
like,
use it all the time.
Nobody cares because the ult perk's just busted.
Like
yeah, it is busted.
I think the
I mean,
slow one's
it's-
still pretty good though. But
The
yeah,
old
the
perk
slow
is
one's
great.
better.
Good.
the old perk is great for people that can aim, but if you're in the low ranks, I even then I still think
People
the
are still
slow is
picking
really
that,
good.
bro. Come
I
on.
think the slow is really good because there's a reason they got rid of this. You guys remember original Sojin when she had
Yeah.
the slow?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
the
reason they got rid of that.
exactly.
It's like it was really fucking strong. It was like actually quite damn strong. You really feel the difference. Just slowing an entire area forces you to respect that area as like a genuine thing that you can't walk into. But also it's just like an insane get off me button. Like you want to dive her now, you want to play into a 1v1. Like that slow makes a big difference in the 1v1 potentially. The uptime is just higher too. It's like I agree. Like when you get 150 rails, it's crazy. But when you're not overclocking, which is most of the time, disrupt the shot uptime, it's like you can just use it in so many situations. So I would
I think
rather
it's,
have the sticky in that same slot instead of slow because I think the slow is just too toxic of a design.
I think it's a good conversation to have, with this design, because another one of these perks is the Aftershock from Doomfist as well that slows for 30%. Now, Aftershock competes with Power Matrix, which absorbs projectile, but it's the same kind of thing. You like add slow to an ability. How do you guys feel about slow being used as a perk in general?
Well, if it's on a tank, I'm more okay with that. By the way, Doom used to have that, but that was I think most Doom players were like, we want that. That's like a good thing on Doom. It was like that made Doom competitive and made Doom, I still think, healthy to play into. I think maybe the devs were a little concerned about it, but I thought that it was a pretty okay thing to have on Doom originally. So I'm okay with that. I'm less okay with it just on like a DPS. I think it's like, I think most other roles outside of tank shouldn't have that easy access to CC. So adding CC back on a Soj is like kind of problematic in my opinion. And like, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just use it all the time. I'll abuse the shit out of it. Soj is like my main hero. So like, I'm just spamming that on top of people. You can just see them
I'm sure
melt onto it.
Yeah, I'm still like up in the air as well about the slow because I do think it's just any kind of slow in Overwatch is quite detrimental when you get hit by it. But I think because the other perk is just so good, the 150 rail, that we're not experiencing it as much as the slow one. If that other perk was dog shit and everybody was picking slow, I'm sure I feel like it would be more of a problem than it is
It was
currently.
something with the Freya minor, remember? Instead of the sing through walls one, that slow was even stronger.
Right.
But nobody picked it because the other perk was one of the best.
Because
in
the other
entire
perk's
game.
insane. Yeah, because you get to wax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a great job.
Well,
I
I
think with
mean-
Freya perks overall. I think that her refreshes are a lot weaker, but like they feel okay.
Let's be clear though, you have to get hit 3 times. So I think like that mostly affects tanks. Tanks were the ones that were like really seriously being slowed.
Right.
Whereas like supports and DPS, you're not. If you're in a position to get hit 3 times, you're probably like at a close enough range that you're dead anyway. So I don't know. Like I don't think that's as egregious. The disruptor shot slow is so easy to land. I just put it in your face and then what do you do? You know, like
It's more consistent for sure.
it's instant value. Like
2 perks that I'd like to discuss are Ash and Cassidy's perk here. So I guess we could start with Ash. Remote Detonator is an interesting kind of perk where you can detonate the dynamite. How do you guys feel about it? I like it because I suck.
I think it's cool.
How do you feel about it?
I think it's
Just
cool.
nice.
I
Good.
It's a good quality of life. I also think Sidewinder is still really good too. Like the faster coach gun. I think that's
Good
really
people will
important.
pick that one. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I also think it's useful for good players to click remote detonator too. You don't have to shoot the dynamite. You can shoot something else while also like dynamiting.
Right.
Also, you can go behind walls with remote detonator now and over shield a lot easier. But I don't know. I think both are a good pick.
I was coaching some low GM Ash last week or right when the perk got released. And I had a field day because they picked the perk and it was like talking about all the things you're able to do with that dynamite that you wouldn't have been able to do before, like pre-zoning an area or like multi-hits or like timing your combos correctly or like being able to contest Genjis without like without scope. Like it felt really good. Like there's like it's like everyone's like, oh, it's so much easier to use dynamite, but like that's like the easy answer to perks is like, oh, it makes it easier to play the character. And in reality, the character is there's just more things that you can do with dynamite now. Like there's so many more opportunities. So I think it's really good.
It's a
Dude,
big
if
like
they-
transformative perk. Like,
It's-
which
yeah,
is good.
exactly.
And the other ones are also still good. I like this. There is situations where you want to pick Sidewinder, but also Remote Detonator, and I think both of them right now, being at the strength level they are, that feels like
Yeah.
a perfect minor selection, honestly.
Yeah. And there's
If they
a
ever get
detonation
rid of
timer
it,
too.
It's
So
gonna
you
be
gotta-
funny if they ever get rid of it. People are like, "Damn, I don't know how to hit dynamite.
Yeah.
What do we do now? What do we do?"
People just forget.
Well, it still benefits from shooting it because it's instant when you shoot it.
Right.
you
Yeah.
detonate
Right.
it,
If
it's
you want to do it
0.5.
right in front of you, like boom, like
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Like right.
But I like your point. I like your point, Spilo, because that was one. Like I love playing Ashe. It's one of the damage heroes I play the most. But it's so frustrating when you do suck at the game and you can't hit the dynamite because it's such a big part of Ashe's kit. That like
Yeah.
if you don't feel like aiming at dynamites and hitting dynamites all the time, and you have to deal with the frustration of not being able to hit the dynamite, then it kind of removes so much enjoyment from the kit. So just being able to like get rid of that, introduce a quality of life, and maybe, you know, in an optimal world, you wouldn't pick it because it's strong, but you'd pick it because it's easier to play and you have a better time doing it, right? Because it goes back to the whole, like, how easy should it be to play a strong hero, right? But I just love the quality of life of it, and I think that's what perks should enable, right? So, yeah, it's good. All right, Cassidy, Silver Bullet, controversial because of the bug, but with the
was
bug
pretty
out of the
funny.
way, how do we feel
fun.
about it compared to Gunslinging, where you get the reduced cooldown of combat roll here?
Never using gunslinging again. It's silver bullet for life now. So fun to use. So fun to use.
Slinging
Except
is
for the
cheeks,
moment.
though.
Except for the time that a tank got on my face and I right clicked the tank and all I did was zoom and I'm like, damn
Yeah.
it, where's my fan, guys?
I think
Where's
Fan
my
the Hammer is way too useful in my opinion so far. I'm not really sure yet, but I think losing Fan the Hammer is
It's
a
pretty
bad
big.
trade-off.
Yeah. It feels so satisfying though. I played with it a couple
It
of
is
times.
satisfying.
Hitting someone across the map like that, you're like, oh yeah, shit, I have range now. This was fucking awesome. And like I've been double tapped by some good players, not the bug, but like just headshot or like boom, it hits you twice. You're like, oh fuck, and then you're like bleeding, and then you just die after a tick of damage. And it feels good to land when you do the hit combat roll hit. But I think losing the Fan the Hammer, I think, is enough of a trade-off, I think, to make it a okay, this isn't a perma-pick perk. Like gunslinging, still, I could pick this if I want to keep it. If I
Yeah,
want to Fan the Hammer.
especially with Bang Bang, the minor perk, the double flash, Fan the Hammer is super strong. If someone's
Yeah.
close to you and you double flash Fan, like it's a good, especially for low elo players. Like if you can't hit someone close to you and you can double stun them, right click, I mean that's a confirmed kill.
Pokes away,
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing with Silver Bullet, so I will give them another thumbs up because it is another fun perk like that. But yes, obviously, Fan the Hammer has its use cases. So
And gunslinging, Gunslinger is the stadium perk, right? Or power, right?
no, Gunslinger
you-
was in the game
What is the
before, huh?
stadium one? Where like for the
It's
combat.
also in stadium.
It's in
yeah,
stadium
yeah,
too.
right, yeah, okay. I was gonna say.
Wait, before we move on from perks, we gotta talk about double TP being gone.
No, we got lots of stuff to talk
Oh,
about. with perks.
okay, okay.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I really don't think it's that big of a deal to Kiri. I think in some ways her major perk is better now. And clearly ODCS Korea doesn't care either because they're still playing Kiri. I think you don't have the instant double TP, but because her Suzu now gives her cooldown back, you still have like super fast TPs.
Yes.
And everyone around you that gets Suzu has their cooldowns back up. Your Suzu comes back up because you Suzu yourself. I think it's in some ways stronger than double TP, but obviously we all know why double TP is good.
Yeah, that was the old one. Shuffling.
That's the old one, yeah.
Yeah, you could use it pretty quick. And
And then-
now, oh boy, yeah, I agree with the play.
Yeah.
Like they've not really, especially like it's not global, but like people you hit, like this affects multiple other people. Having your cooldown recovery come back quicker is ridiculous. You hit a couple of people, yourself and maybe one other person,
Especially
yourself and maybe
yourself,
two
yeah.
other people. It's insane. Like it's an easy select. Like I don't think you go for the ready step. I was like, oh, maybe that would be good. You know, you swift step and then you're more attack speed and you know reload speed or whatever, and then it actually just doesn't matter because cooldown recovery is fucking crazy. Like a ridiculous perk, and you still get movement speed 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think it's because there's like Kiri main. Keeps making Kiriko
Hey,
relevant.
Kiri has the skin, level 80 in the battle pass. Just saying. Maybe that's why.
Oh, Kiriko.
It's too good.
I don't know, yeah, Kiriko can always use some more skins. So
So true.
I get it.
She
I
just
get
got
it.
one today. The new skins. She's like
There
a
you go.
bride or something. So there you go.
More. Torbjorn, hammer time. 20% movement speed.
I
What do you got
love
the
it.
hammer with? Rotations. Let's
I
go,
love
baby.
It reminds me of Counter-Strike, pulling your knife out just to walk around a corner. You can literally do some damage, knife out, walk around the corner. I love it. I think it's fun.
Such a fun perk. It's perfect. RLG is like fucking popping off, bro, in ranked right now, and OWCS Japan with that perk for sure.
Is he actually picking it over the reload when you overload?
I don't know. I've not seen his games yet, but no, the reload one is still insane. But being able to move quicker with your hammer out is just so insane.
And you're fast too, especially when you use your E, your like overdrive, whatever it's called, and the hammer. You're so fast.
Yeah,
It's so silly.
I love it.
But fully loaded is still extremely good. Just reloading like that instantly when you get dove on, it's crazy. So yeah, still think I'm picking that one, but hammer time.
Fun perk. Fun perk. Love it. Jaws, you kind of touched on it very briefly, but how do we feel about speed serum for Ana here? Movement speed during no. We're all good with it? Are we all fine?
Self nano was
Fine,
the same.
Ana.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
Just
You
fix
need-
groggy.
Groggy, yeah. I don't know how you guys feel as well. I just don't think the crit one is ever that good. I never picking that crit one.
I'll take it for the aura.
It's so
aura.
hard because it's like I feel like there's this world where like people actually know like actually are used to aiming at the head with Ana, and it's
Right.
like the most insane, obvious, easy pick perk in the history of the universe. But even like high level players I watch play Ana, it's not convenient. Nobody plays Ana like that, dude. You play
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
easy shot, right?
No
so
one's
like even like literally
scoping
the
in.
best Anas are not aiming at
Yeah.
the head.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it just feels so unnatural.
Yeah, Groggy. Yeah, Groggy's like whatever. I think movement speed is just crazy with the nano. So I think it's the best way they could have done it, where like she still gets a benefit for herself, but it's not like double nano boost. That and the double nade. Yeah, that's what I pick. Speed serum and double nade.
I respect that they remove some of the best perks in the game as well as removing some of the worst perks, because as much as I thought the double nano was awesome, it was actually pretty. It's probably too
It's
good.
awesome if you're the Ana.
was-
If you're anybody else on the other team,
It made her
Like, it's so
insane. Like
shit.
if you anytime you're a nano, you're like, well, yeah, I'll wait till I can use this when I'm in trouble and I'm unkillable. Like, it's a little too insane. So I respect that they remove and like the Freya updraft, resetting one of your dashes, stuff like that, like get rid of something like that where it's just maybe it's just a little too good. So I respect it. As far as the headshot goes, I think versus very slow tanks, you can actually start doing some respectable damage, some like really insane damage. If you're just spamming that left click into the head, like you're just sitting there like a cast, and most people underrate Ana, so they're not expecting Ana to pull that kind of damage out. But in any other situation, it's probably not consistent at all. So I think a lot of perk value is what kind of consistent value are you able to get on average, and the headshot is just not enough average value compared to bouncing nade.
All right, rapid fire to wrap up the perks here. I got a bone to pick with a few perks here to wrap us up. The first one being Orisa, mobile fortification. While Fortify is active, Orisa has no movement speed reduction and no heat generation. Not fun.
Just
Yeah,
a
that-
revert.
Not.
Just a revert.
I'm just not a fan. I mean, I'm so anti Orisa that I'm kind of biased here, but anything that just touches Fortify like
you're
that,
right.
I'm just over. I'm just
It is
over it.
cringe.
I mean, she lost her extra fortify HP, right? So like,
Yeah.
it's pretty clearly they're trying to like let Orisa do offensive things. But Orisa's Orisa, so yeah.
Yeah.
Orisa's Orisa. True words
He's
have
not
never been
wrong.
spoken. Yeah, he's not wrong. Bastion, tactical grenade.
I don't care.
I read this one and I was like, dude, this is gonna be so broken. And then I practice range clipped it and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so broken. I was like, dude, this perk Funny thing about this perk is that like 90% of Bastion players, or not Bastion players, just 90% of people who are going to play Bastion in the circumstance, like they're the gold idiots are gonna swap into the dude. I have freaking players in Masters that think Orisa swap counters or Bastion counters Orisa, bro. Anyway, those people are like not going to exploit this perk, but you're gonna have like Herlof out there, and he's gonna be murdering everybody. You get a nade reset on turret, you get a nade reset on exiting turret, you get a nade reset on using your ultimate. Nade is everything for this character. It's like so freaking good. And so yeah, I mean it's nuts. So it's like insane. It's so good.
I started banning Bastion. I'm just like
Bastion
is just not fun.
But yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen Bastion since I've played, but
well, that's the point. Like I don't want to see Bastion. So like if I see Bastion one every 15 games, like that just it's not even that like it's OP. I'm just like I just don't want to experience playing against Bastion. Like
Bastion's he's a joke to play into until he gets that major perk that lets him shoot the explosive shells, and then you randomly die in one hit. You're like, what happened?
Maybe this says more about us, AVRL, than anything else. But
what they need to do to balance these perks out, because the other perk that the grenade reset, what it competes with, is the artillery mode grants 300 temporary health. So what you need to do to make these perks competitive with each other is you should get temporary health for every time you change mode. And that way it competes with you get a nade for every time you change mode.
You've been trolling this entire episode. You've just straight been trolling for like an hour and a half.
Wait a second. He's baiting. He's rage
Bastion perks are good. They just need to nerf the nade reset one a little bit. Like probably not on entering turret.
Funny, I challenge you to find an episode where I'm not trolling.
Impossible.
Yeah. Is that a trolling statement or?
Wait, hang on.
I've been adding value. These are all going to Scott afterwards. You don't believe me? Some of these perks are going to make it. Some of these perks will make it.
Solomon,
it's my turn. It'll be my turn to brag about putting a perk in the game. I'll point to like, there it is. It's my perk. It'll be my turn next. It'll be my turn next.
AVRL.
Three seasons later, you're going to see it.
It's the perk where the push robot resets itself automatically.
It's a perk where it deletes push from the game modes entirely. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes more sense.
Like, wow, he activated his stupid level 10 major perk. Push is deleted. Whoa, it's gone, guys. Finally, I can rest. I can rest and delete Overwatch.
Stops this game. Okay.
I definitely did not design the Reinhardt perks. It's
poor Reinhardt players.
The Reinhardt community morale is at like an all-time low. If you're in the higher ranks,
it's been going down for a long time, bro.
Have you seen his win rates though? He's like the second highest or highest performing tank, I believe, right now.
I think,
really?
yeah. It's just
wow.
It's
got to be cloudy, right? Propping that number
it's
up.
just the
one
character's
guy
broken in metal ranks because he just shield shatters.
Oh, because he walks. Right.
Shield shatters way too strong.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Refunded charge of
I'm on Crusaders to resolve. Like my mission is like to get that perk back because I got Scott, by the way. I got him on Friday because he was talking about like how like the tracer melee perk is like kind of weird because not every tracer is going to use it, but it's going to be really fun and good at higher levels. So it's like not every, it's going to be hard. Not everyone's going to be able to exploit it perfectly. And then I got him because then I was like, Crusaders Resolve, like that perk is so good for angling, and like it's like, yeah, but like it wasn't super intuitive, like you could just like you stand on like and I'm like, but Scott, not every Rhine has to be able to utilize it.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a high level Rhine perk. You get what I'm saying? Like so I don't know. The shield perk is just like everything. We don't need more shield. That is not what Reinhardt needs. I think the Fire Strike perk was like actually okay. It's maybe not amazing. Like I could see movement speed being more valuable.
Oh,
but
at
also
the time, bro, it was revolutionary. We were like losing it.
Yeah, movement speed is like a slippery slope
shit.
with Ryan. But like, I don't know. Like, giving him like taking away his ability to move around the map just feels like really bad.
Yeah,
it's
speaking of the tracer perk. I watched a little bit of OCS Korea, but I paid more attention to the Wuyang. Are tracer players getting the minor perk, the ammo one? Because
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Not to my memory.
I didn't think so either. I mean, it's really fun to use, but more blinks just makes sense.
I think it's just gonna take some time, and then they might need to like, I don't know, give her like 5 or 10 over ammo or something if she uses it or something, because it doesn't give over ammo. They'll have to wait and see. I think.
Overhammer would be kind of an interesting idea, actually.
It would be pretty strong. I will say that would
Yeah.
be a huge buff to that. But yeah,
I've just been grabbing it because it's fun.
yeah.
I didn't really have anything else on perks. I don't know if there was any perks we didn't talk about that you would like to bring up. I guess I haven't
some.
tried Hazard. What the Hazard?
Oh, it does so much
later
damage.
perk?
Oh, it does a
It's
lot of
good.
damage.
I think they did a pretty good job with it. It takes a while to accumulate.
And then you just one pop somebody.
When it does,
I don't have the description in front of me, so I can't read it
It
out.
basically requires like a certain amount of pellets to land to get the buff, but it requires at least two fat juicy, like 2 shots to be able to get the buff. So it's like it's going to theoretically burst your damage, but it's like sustained pressure. Like when I read it, I was like, oh no, this is going to be so incredibly broken, but it's not that broken. Like you have to shoot at the same target for a little bit, especially at range.
I've definitely been one shot by it. That's for fucking sure. As a support player in the back line. I was like, did they buff his fucking damage? And I had to look it up, but it seems good.
Yeah.
It doesn't, because you, like you said, because you have to sustain damage on one target for a little while.
Yeah,
It's like,
and I believe it
Well, this is what you
expires-
deserve. This is what you deserve for using healing pylon. I'm just gonna burst you
the
in one
fuck?
hit, dickhead.
What's
You
Alari
healing
haven't done to you,
pylon.
bro? She just
Healing.
Alright.
I hate healing pylon. I just hate that shit.
Here's the
Shoot it.
here's the date on it. So you need to hit 14 pellets to get a spike, and a spike lasts for 8 seconds. So you have 8 seconds to detonate the spike before it vanishes. While you're building with the pellets, you have a 4-second window to generate a spike or whatever before they drop off, kind of. So yes, you do have to build it up, and then it will expire if you don't melee to get them popping. So
I gotta say though, there's this one part of Hazard where you can get a minor perk and a major perk that are basically both for Violent Leap. It's like it kind of goes against the blog article a little bit where Scott's saying like, yeah, we don't want to just do like a minor and major that just both buff one ability. I'm like, this is kind of like, you know,
Yeah, that's true. I see.
I don't want to.
Isn't
Isn't
the leap distance nerfed a tiny bit though? Like
it's
I
15%.
don't remember.
15%? But
before.
the point is like,
I
I
think
mean,
it
you
was
could just.
higher. Yeah, I think it was 25.
This is Hazard is
Real.
one of the few heroes where it's like, I'm just going to take both perks that just make one ability good.
Yeah.
Is he the only outlier though? Is that the only one?
Well, they actually do have it for Spike Guard as well, where you got the Spike Guard lifesteal and the Jagged Wall charges Spike Guard. So
yeah, more of a guideline rather than a rule.
yeah. That's allowed. Spilo, what other perks did you have you wanted to bring up here?
All right, I'm cooking. All right. Scott called me on the stream because when I saw the venture perk, I was like, I'm gonna record myself running around naked in my neighborhood if that's not hot fixed within like 3 weeks. And the thing that I screwed up is I didn't realize there's not that many venture mains in rank. Like nobody picks venture, so maybe they like kind of like sail under the radar there. But like,
So we need to start a movement.
No way that perk stays that way forever.
Which
Like,
one?
Which one? Yeah.
30-meter range primary fire perk. That one. You know what I'm saying? You guys
Oh,
see that
yeah.
one?
Yes.
Like that's exactly my point. You guys haven't seen that one. It's freaking.
It's a
my ass
duration. It's
did
a-
not select it when I played Venture the other day.
No,
You
yeah, you can
should.
extend the
It's good.
primary
Maybe I
fire
should have
range.
Yeah, and see,
So for
everyone's,
4 seconds?
everyone's picking the melee perk, but the reality
Yeah.
is that the melee perk was a must pick because it was bugged, and it's not bugged
Oh,
anymore.
yeah.
So they
It's giving
fixed
you
it, so it's a
overshields.
lot weaker than it used to be. It would give you full shields. It doesn't do
Yeah.
that anymore. So everyone's
Right.
going to pick the range perk, and you're going to be doing 30-meter damage direct hits. So
There
I, mean,
we
you
go.
I wish you could literally see it. Like you should pull it
Yeah,
up at the
100%.
practice
I want to
range.
see.
Like,
I need to visually see what that
It
looks
is
like.
insane.
It is pretty crazy. It might
it
show
is
right
crazy.
there.
That was the old one.
That was the old one.
and
Yeah,
that's
keep
the new
playing.
one.
That's without it.
Oh, and then
That's full damage.
And it also,
Is that 30 meters though?
And you could be even
Wow.
further back and get almost full
it
damage.
also
like another
procs
3
your
or 4
passive too. It gives you
Yeah.
shields every time you click
Yeah.
R2. Yeah.
It's another ability to get shields off of. Yeah, it's crazy. So,
Pretty good.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
using the ability gives you shields?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, there's a
Oh.
slight downside because the
stuff.
splash is extended, so like you have to kind of
Okay.
brain around it. But I do think it's like pretty strong. The
How likely are you to run around naked in the neighborhood?
I'm not
should
gonna
do it
answer that
anyways.
question.
No,
Just
all
do
right.
it. Just
I-
do it
that's
for
what
the
I'm
fun.
saying. It's
Do
like,
it
I
for
think
the
they-
passion. Do it for the
Exactly.
love of the
I
game.
think they should just not change it
maybe
just so you get the video. It'll pop you. do
Maybe
it for
we'll
the
do
content
that.
and pop off. I think they should hold off on nerfing it.
Yeah,
Maybe
if my
just don't nerf
coaching
it.
ever like falls off, I'll have to like put myself back in the spotlight for something. I'll get desperate, you know.
I think that's true for all of us.
Yeah. I think the Zarya alt fire perk is going to be super broken. Like it's 3 charge per target that you hit. So if you hit multiple targets, it's like 6, 9, whatever. But the big reason why it's strong is it pauses your decay rate. So in the same way that using a bubble, I think, pauses your decay rate, it also pauses your decay rate with alt fire. So like, I don't know that we're gonna have a Zarya meta. Like she's just kind of bad in high levels a lot of the time. Like anytime Zarya is meta, it's usually because she's just like wildly overtuned. But like we already have like her banned all the time, and like if you're just a low rank player and you're just like spamming at the enemy tank, I think the idea is like we want to move away from just using beam to the more skillful aspect of her kit. But like you're gonna have like this metal rank plat diamond metal where people are actually using alt fire, and you're just maintaining like 30-40 energy before the fight even starts. Like it's actually just free charge constantly. Like
and
if
the way
you're trying to use
to
it,
play Zarya is alt firing while left clicking too. Like you're supposed to left click, right click, left click, right click, and like, even just like you're talking about pre-fight, which makes it super strong, but even in fights, it's so good.
It's even if it was just literally 10 or 15 charge. Like if you say you're missing your alt fires, or it's a weird comp, you're only hitting like 1 target and you're only getting like just even 10, 15 charge, and then being able to maintain your charge mid-fight significantly easier is like, I don't know, Zarya is just really, she's like not a good 5v5 character, I think, and so it's like really dangerous to like have that perk be as strong as it is. Like I get the dynamic, like mobility versus, you know, alt fire. It's just, I don't know. There's just certain perks. There's certain characters that are just really hard to do perks with, and I think Zarya is one of them. Lifeweaver, I don't like the direction have gone with Lifeweaver this balanced patch at all. I think he's regressed. I talked with Custa about it, and obviously we were kind of bang, but I would love to have a more in-depth conversation because he was talking about like,
I should have just had Custa on.
Because like they nerfed his HP, which is bad, and then they buffed his like his whole like attack speed with his because we want to allow you should not be like letting Lifeweaver sit in the back and heal. That's just not how Overwatch 2 support is supposed to be played. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And so when you have 275 HP and Needler and stuff like that, like we were like I was coaching like Masters Grandmaster Lifeweaver, and it was like really fun. Like it was you were like tank supporting, almost like not quite main support level, but like baiting a space, especially with a 10 HPS perk, which I'm glad they nerfed. Like that was kind of silly, but like that allowed him to be proactive and like absorbing and baiting attention and living and disengaging it. And now we have like, oh, you get the attack speed, you're 250 HP. Let's sit in the back and just charge your heal orbs over and over and over and over again. It's like, no, we don't want that. That's not what we want. It's the same thing when they nerfed Mercy HP to 225. It's the wrong change. You want the character moving and being proactive. Like, I'm sorry, that's just how support has to be played in Overwatch 2. It's really bad when that character plays like that.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion, but I you're preaching. You're preaching on the pod.
Yeah.
Any other perks that stood out? We have a lot to go through. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
What positive one really fast was the soldier. They finally got the
stim pack.
stim pack. They made it. They actually fixed it. They actually did it correctly.
It's so fun to use too.
Yeah.
Super situational, super good in those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good choice now.
I agree.
Like
It's fun to use. Yep.
I think the only one we haven't talked about is the Bat Miner perks. I think they're super fun too. The hypothetical infinite ammo one where you hit full burst, you get a right click, you get a direct, you get a burst.
Fun. Yes.
I think both are good. I was watching Ultraviolet play a little bit, and he was getting the other one, the automated healing one, and I think that one's also really good too.
Yeah.
Automated healing is really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is really good. The theoretical infinite ammo, I was like, okay, this is cool. The uptime's like kind of crazy, but for me, I've always been like, reloading an Overwatch isn't as crazy as it is in other games. You're not reloading like an LMG, which is like a 4-second reload time. So like, well, you know, like if you're SMG, you're reloading in 0.5 seconds.
I got like Call of Duty flashback.
Yeah,
when you're
NC42,
take the chain up, put the chain in the mag.
Like,
4 or 5 seconds afterwards.
Bro, ain't nobody doing that in Overwatch 2, bro. Like I've been picking the automation. Yeah, actually, reload both of them. You know, I've been picking
now, so yeah.
I've been picking the automated healing one. I think it's like
me too.
It's really cool. Like the uptime there, and it's only 25 HP, but like you're doing a lot. Like it's a lot of extra healing over the course of a game. I much prefer that one right now.
Helps with the weakness as well, which is great.
Good talk.
What was his? What was his majors? I forgot.
Uh,
Is it still the
speed,
jump
attack
on
speed and jump.
Oh, it's the attack speed.
I
Yeah,
think
that
you
was
still
good.
get the dash,
You
but
still get the
cooking
dash.
with
The
attack
dash is
speed.
too good.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Wrong is attack speed.
That freaking Nerf gun.
Boom, boom, boom. Dude, it's so sick.
Did you guys see all the contrast between Cassie's Nerf gun, which is like doop, 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 and his mythic is like freaking nuclear bomb. Like,
It's so good.
It's so good.
I
Holy crap.
love it.
Yeah, the new mythic is so awesome. You just lock in Cassidy in the lobby and just boom, boom, boom. Yeah,
I like
it's
to, I like to
so
use
good.
it. I like to use it on top of the Nerf skin, just to have the the back and forth.
That would be
Just
really
have the
fun.
both extremes. You can't not the Nerf gun, but like the Nerf skin, but he's got the wrong gun.
Mauga
Mythic
get,
is super sick.
get 2 weapons. Yeah, man. That's a
Imagine
perk.
Malga had
Call
like
of
a
Duty perk.
mythic weapon of like Cassie's volume level. Can you guys imagine the experience of playing Malga
Yeah.
like with like a double Gatling gun? Like you could not
Oh,
hear
no.
anything except your voice like laughing
Right,
over the top.
perfect.
Like I was like, holy crap.
New perk, Deafen.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
reduce
Can't hear
enemy
shit.
players'
Exactly.
volume.
the longer you shoot, the less they can hear.
Yep.
Holy crap.
Amazing. Okay, any other perks? Last call.
There's so many, I can't remember. I
We're
think
good.
we
All right.
cover most of them.
We kind of covered this a little bit, but Spilo, you did want to do some kind of like meta predictions here. Wuyang obviously very OP right now. I think in Korea they've been playing a lot of Genji Tracer. It's a little bit this and that. How do we feel about how the meta is kind of shaking out 1 week into the batch?
I mean, I just figure it's probably worth chatting about. I don't know. Like, I think Wuyang's strong. I think Tracer's still pretty strong. Genji's pretty strong. Kiriko's pretty strong. I don't know. Even in rank, like it's going to be kind of tricky to say. Like, I think Junker Queen is like really sleeper good right now. I don't know if the stats back that up,
Alright.
but I think her minor perk is insane, like insanely good. I think you could probably argue Zen is like really freaking good in ranked up until the highest levels right now. Like Zen just got freaking giga buffed on both of his perks, right? So double harmony is like pretty darn good in most circumstances because alt fire one's like pretty situational. And then you have trans with AoE Discord, which is like not incredibly broken, but it's just like consistent value. So like I mean, I don't know. And then I think Echo is probably decent. Echo Hanzo for sure. Or I think I've gotten quietly
Sword
got
as
better.
Yeah, Hanzo's been the biggest problem in the high elo
Projectile
games.
size is nuts. So
Yeah.
and that's another one. He
massive.
Yeah,
and he has like decent perks now too. Like his perks aren't amazing, but they're like value, you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. This is not surprising.
Yeah, I think
Seen a lot more Hans.
I don't want to say I'm reluctant, but I kind of feel like it's so hard to predict the meta because, like you said, there's so many changes to the game, and it's gonna take like maybe like a month or two to kind of like land on something. And even then, like I feel like in the recent memory, besides some Mauga metas, like we really have been in a pretty dynamic spot where like a lot of stuff is being played, right? So like even calling it a meta to some extent feels a little bit off because so much stuff is viable depending on the map.
You haven't had the meta since like season 8.
Even when you think
That
about
is
regions,
insane.
like I think Asia loves ball right now. Like Odysseus Korea has a lot of ball.
Ball's
I don't
crazy.
think NA Odysseus is gonna play ball. I don't think so.
I do think dive is probably the way to go.
I think so too.
I think
dive enables Wuyang.
What we just saw with the Zeta Division map, and I will say it again, but Winston, Ball, Kiri, Wuyang, and then Genji Tracer type beat. Like that feels like the strongest as a comp currently. Will NA play it? I'm not sure. Kaffa really likes to play Winston, so does Infected. Like there's a potential there, but I think at least for ranked and like high elo, I think that's probably the way people are trending. Like that's at least how my games have gone. Like it's
Cassidy's win rate. That's crazy.
yeah, it's a bit nuts.
Dude,
Could you go to
get no,
support?
go ahead.
Sorry, Solomon. Sorry, I just wanted to see the
This is
pick
all
rates
tiers,
for
by the way.
support. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Wuyang's win rate 57% as well.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Oh,
Did you
you
guys
can't
see
do
what
all
Custa
regions?
said about Symmetra? Which completely killed me, dude. It was like the biggest explanation of like the gap between like low rank and pro play. So obviously they removed. So I was like, man, they removed teleport. I was expecting to get nerfed. I wasn't expecting to get removed, you know. And he was saying that in combination with the reason why they did the whole shield perk is because low mid-rank Symmetrians just don't use teleporter. They just don't use teleporter.
Apart from out of spawn, I guess.
Like
yeah.
they use it out of spawn. They're like, oh,
But
this hero's useless. I can only beam the tank from here. This character's bad. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like we were talking about characters that like low rank players do not know how to play. Well, who was I saying that about? Bastion, right? Freaking nobody knows how to play.
I think Sim's the number one. Yeah.
Sim, I think Mei, and I think Kiriko are up there for people.
I don't even think it's a Sim
don't
players.
know how to play.
It's the team is not playing around the Sim. It's not like you're playing with a team that's working with
you
the
just
coach.
solo angle. You solo angle, bro. You solo angle. Like with TP, long TP was freaking broken as a solo player. You did not need your team to play Symmetra. She's incredibly strong. She's always been good. Same thing with Mei. Mei's perks were crazy. That slow and alt fire, so good.
Yeah,
and just nobody. You just win games off of her if you know how to play her, but nobody knows how to play her. So it's like there's just certain characters that just people do not know how to play, and it's like it's really funny watching some of the perk changes of like TP was too good and TP was worthless at the same time. It's like that's just crazy.
He does have the
That's a
best
good reason
DPS
to
in
remove
the
it then.
game.
Yeah, her ult is nuts. Her ult is crazy.
She
good.
has that.
Her
She
ult
has
is
the best
crazy good.
DPS ult in the game easily.
I do think she should be reworked as a hero. I
I
do not
disagree.
like Wall.
I dis-
Really?
Okay, the ult,
I do
the
not
ult I
like.
agree. The ult I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
The
ult's
Wall.
too
Oh,
strong.
sure. Okay, the rest. Maybe I should have specified more. The ult. The rest of the kit, fine. I think she's very unique in the way she plays, off Fang and TP and stuff, and TP and people around, especially at high level, like pro play. Watching teams teleport and like watching Alcad or like a TM, Twisted Minds, like fucking TP around the map and like reposition so quickly, like in the same frame, all clicking the teleport and just moving, and then they all disappear.
Yeah.
Like that is beautiful to watch. The ult, on the other hand, holy like mind,
It's
like
ugly.
eye virus. Like it is just a
ugly.
giant flat
Fuck it.
screen. It just sucks.
Give her
It
shield
sucks to watch.
barrier.
Yeah,
High
anything
shield
else.
barrier and spawn.
Dude.
I want to know what
Anything
low
else.
rank. I want to know what low rank Symmetra players feel about the ultimate. They probably think the ultimate sucks. It's like this ultimate doesn't let me instantly kill somebody. He's a DPS. It's terrible. DPS ultimates should let you
They're all
instantly kill
picking
people.
extra turrets over longer TP. I was like, dude, no.
Dude, more turrets is cool though.
It is.
10-second cooldown on a freaking turret. Like, what are you talking about? Shite.
I was waiting for Avil to suggest that you plant your ultimate and you give everyone shield, but we
What, like
we
the
didn't
old
reach that
one?
amount of troll.
How
Yeah,
the
about the
old
wall
sim?
works
Yeah.
just as it does, but it explodes after it takes like 500 damage
Kills
and just
everyone.
one
It
shot.
explodes!
It's literally
Shrapnel
it doesn't
goes
explode.
everywhere.
It falls. There's just glass shards impaling everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
can't step
like
on it.
terrorism. You just put up a global wall and it's just the entire map explodes. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nuts. Yeah, we have to figure out the Symmetra ultimate too. Now, to quote Jake, just use it as a big Reinhardt shield. That's what he told his
Yeah, I mean,
players to
Split the map. It's so
do.
easy.
It's very easy to use.
Yeah. Did you guys find any other interesting stats, Spilo? I know you've been loving this website, and obviously everything that it offers, the pick rates, the win rates. Any other kind of like noteworthy, cool statistics you've been able to
I
identify?
haven't looked at it as much because I've been kind of like letting it cook. I might look at it like today or on Thursday maybe. But I think, as always, it's really funny watching the disconnect between like the discourse on Twitter and Reddit and like the actual stats.
Yeah.
And like how like frustrations always are more important than balance for like people's opinions. Like the Freya's trash. Sojourn is not good. Cassidy is not good. And like, I mean, the HP nerfs were huge, right, for Sojourn and Cass. But like even before that, like Freya was not good. Sojourn was like pretty good, but only in like the highest tiers. And it's like, it's just really funny, like watching. The big thing with those opinions is like they're not necessarily always inaccurate from the person saying them, but they always freaking trickle down. And I'm like watching like gold games and they're Freya's banned. I'm like, are you guys stupid? Like, what is wrong with you guys?
Who
Like,
double
are you
hitting people in this lobby? Who's actually
like,
going to
bro,
actually
your
get one off?
character is
Come
like
on.
a 45% win rate in gold. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? So it's just funny. Like, I think we saw a couple examples of that where like people's impressions of characters are like way more about like whether the character is annoying to play into, and that's like kind of subjective. It has nothing to do with how good the character actually is. Like the Reinhardt example is great. Reinhardt's been freaking good, and everything up until Diamond Masters since the game's release. Literally since the game's release, with the exception of maybe like Season 8 versus Malga. Like, even when Orisa was overtuned, Ryan was still better. Ryan was still better in those ranks. You might not have fun, but she was better, right? So it's like, it's just, yeah.
I think it's just more on the media in which people consume a lot of the
Right.
media and like videos, streams
Right.
and stuff. Like, look
Yeah.
at the top
I blame
5
the content
streamers of
creators too.
Overwatch. I'm
Genji's
not
another
blaming
one,
content
right?
creators,
Genji's
but
been
like,
good since Overwatch 2's release. So
right, yeah, and it's just like, okay, the top 5 content creators, top 10 content creators, or video or people that make YouTube videos, they're always going to be a higher rank. So those opinions that are formed there, that have that first-hand experience, there are always going to trickle down because that's what people just consume.
Exactly.
If it was like a silver player or a gold player that was like second most viewed stream on Twitch, then the opinions would definitely be a lot different. Actually, having first-hand experience and like the frustrations are always going to be like, oh, you should fucking nerf this character, and it's like, okay, she's not necessarily broken, like you said, the Freya in gold because no one can do their shots, but because XYZ streamer or player said it, GM or top 500, then it makes sense, but it is silly.
It's also like why I think it's so important to get the context too, because it's like the Ryan example is like, why does Ryan feel so bad if he's really good, you know? And if he can answer that question, then you can actually develop the character properly, you know? Which is why it's like, bro, Ryan, the last thing a Ryan player in gold wants to do is shield. You know, that's
Yeah,
not,
they wanna
you know what I'm
swing.
saying? So like if we're buffing shield, we're not solving the problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why it's like, I'm not saying that your feelings don't matter. Feelings matter a lot, but that's why it's so important to clarify like what's actually the problem here with Freya. It's just the 2-tap, you know, and just the bop, 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 bop. It doesn't matter how hard it is. I don't like it when it happens to me, you know. So yeah.
And there's an even more of a separation between M&K and console as well.
Oh yeah, freaking
unbelievable.
Zemmers, Diva, Mercy, super strong.
Exactly. So there's even more of a disconnect there, which, you know, as you kind of come to understand, like people will, regardless of what rank they are, they're going to complain about the strong heroes that aren't necessarily strong in their specific elo or on their specific platform. It's interesting. And I do want to shout out that website, by the way, the stats website. Holy fucking shit. Finally.
Juicy.
It's so sick. Like having it broken down into individual regions, and my favorite thing, the tiers as well. Like Grandmaster, the win rate and the pick rates for different characters in GM. 0% win rate must be GM above.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ask me banning her every game as well, baby.
Check the I think somebody showed me, check the Mercy pick rate in Asia for all tiers. So check her Europe.
I think it's 10%.
Yeah. So check.
It's 10%
her,
and 25.
Yeah, 10%, you know, and then you just go to like any other region.
Yeah, and then in Europe and America it's 25.
Asia's just superior,
26.
guys. Oh,
It's just a better region.
Europe,
Like
you let me
they're
down.
not stuck on the Mercy.
The
pick.
same
They
goes for
playing other
Reinhardt.
stuff.
The same goes for Reinhardt. I think Reinhardt is like 5% in Asia, and then the others it's like 15 or even higher, maybe.
Yeah,
So.
8.9%.
Oh, there you go, 9%.
It's because I will say that's a very big cultural difference as well when it comes to just the way
Yeah, it
people.
is.
I mean,
How
that's
does this happen,
fucking
bro?
crazy. Well, it's because
cultural
everybody in
difference
Korea.
with playing Reinhardt.
Oh, it is though, because
Well,
like
they just
in
want to win
Korea,
more. Why would they play Ryan?
I just don't get
They
it.
just don't value
but it's
burly
more-
men. That's it.
it's more dive orientated in Asia. It always has been. It always
Yeah,
has
I
been.
know. I know. That's
you know
the fact.
my-
I just don't know
I-
why.
Here's why. You ready for this one?
How are
I'm
people this
convinced
different?
is the case.
Our
I'm
society
convinced
is different.
All right, you ready for this one?
It's just how
It's
people like
literally,
to play.
you ready for a laugh? It's Ryu Jae-hong and Miro. That's why. I'm not even joking. You
You're
get
probably not wrong.
one streamer that pops off, literally changes the shape of the game's culture forever.
Definitely Miro. Yeah,
Forever.
Miro
And
for
vice
Winston,
versa.
yeah.
For like you got your supers and your cloudies and your clone mans,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And
Flats.
your seagulls for Genji, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like literally from then on, it trickles down to Seagull to Necros and Necros to Advocates. And like it literally for the shape of the game, people, that's it. Like that's been
It
changed
happens
forever.
in League of Legends as well. Exactly the same thing. Where like
Just a complete
these-
coin flip of which streamer pops off.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. If your big streamer is playing X, Y, or Z in that region, like you will be copying and emulating that region because you're watching those kind of streams. Yeah, 100%.
I was just going to say it's because Asia values skill.
Yeah,
I mean,
that also matters.
facts, also facts.
I mean, there is something to be said about like the team focused culture, or like where Americans are a lot more individualistic. I mean, there's a reason that the East Coast special is like a thing, right? Like people
Yeah.
don't
How
care.
is
I'm
not
gonna one
Reinhardt
trick
team
whatever I want.
focused? Come on, buddy. Come on.
Yeah,
Reinhardt
yeah.
needs all the help.
Well, not Ryan, but I'm saying the Torb Sim OTPs and the Roadhog
Right.
OTPs. They don't
Yeah.
freaking care.
Yeah.
It's like
I'll
individualistic.
give you a layer
know?
deeper. I did my dissertation in university on that exact subject.
Winston.
Dude,
Or
sauce it
was
up.
Sim and Torb?
No, yeah,
Yeah,
against Scimitar, bro.
No way.
The difference between
It was a turret building thesis.
I
yeah.
know. It was the cultural differences between Korean League of Legends and Western League of Legends, and how like certain things within, like Spilo just said, the individualistic culture aspects of North America versus the more team focused stuff in Asia. That was the hypothesis going in, and obviously with the dissertation you just kind of have to prove that. I did my dissertation. I passed it.
What an insanely nerdy dissertation. Look at this guy.
That's actually
That's the nerdiest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Can you answer Jaws?
You know what?
Can you answer this question?
A turret dissertation on Torben Sim would have been less nerdy.
Shut the fuck
Facts.
up.
I hate this guy so much. 2 questions. All right. Why is it that in NA, the solution, or at least when I was coaching contenders, for every team I scrimmed, guest coach, work with, the solution is that number 1, we need to be more confident. Or number 2, we weren't setting tempo. Like we needed to go faster.
Tempo.
Why is that always the solution?
I mean,
can you explain that to me, please?
Bro,
not map control, not angle control, not layering or like strategy, but like guys, we just need to go faster.
Because the Koreans play faster.
Confidence.
Just because of
All the Americans just don't have confidence.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's because of American Tornado and Atlanta Rain.
Dude, it was before then. It was like 2018, man. Like that was
all the best teams were just stupid and went first. So everyone was taught that if you do that, then that's it.
And they're like, dude, why can't we play dive? Because you jackasses haven't had macro for 5 years. You guys suck at the game. Holy crap. Oh my days.
America and Europe.
I agree with AVRL there. I agree with AVRL with that one.
Yeah. Selfless ruined it when they just pushed spawn on everyone in 2017, but also we're just way too dopamine addicted, so we're just like, we need to engage now, we need to go in. Meanwhile, like Koreans are like, we're gonna sit back, play chess, and we're gonna get one like advantage when it comes to one ability being used, and then we're just gonna beat you down over time, but just the very small advantages with
I've got the deepest cut on that one of all time. Jin Green Wings, 1 kill in mid lane at minute 12, and they spend 60 minutes AFKing on League of Legends.
This guy's talking about dissertation again. Don't worry.
It's
the League of Legends dissertation. He's boiling himself.
No, we're sorry. It's
this guy just dropped the craziest reference, and we're all too stupid to get it.
I got the reference, and that's why I'm clowning him. Because
shut up! 2015 League of Legends heads will understand that, and they are like, yeah. Or like 2014, maybe I can't remember. That's what happened.
Jin Wings. All right.
Jin Green Wings.
Facts. Okay.
Wing
Good stuff. All right.
There you go.
Next big topic we got cooking here. I don't have a lot to say on this topic, but maybe one of you guys do. Stadium. They added the pre-draft screen. Yeah, later. Hey, Spilo. I actually haven't played Stadium, so I don't have a lot to say on this either. I will say I do have some input from my wife. My wife is a Stadium head. My wife loves playing Stadium. That's all she plays. My wife is big mad. My wife is big mad.
She doesn't like the draft?
About what?
She hates the draft screen.
Yeah.
It's just... She's like, I just want to get in the game. Speaking of dopamine addiction, she's just like, I just want to get in the game. I want to pick my hero. I don't care. Like, just get me in the game. And so it actually took her like the entire week to realize that she's just gonna play quick play now because she just want to get in the game, and it's just way more up her alley now. So she hates the draft screen. She hated the like anti-mirror stuff when it's dropped, and obviously they Aaron Keller did like a tweet thread that they got rid of that. So now they actually do allow it.
But you can mirror now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they? Because they removed that initially, but then they allowed it again because people were so upset about it. So But yeah. So now my wife is just playing quick play Stadium. So she's kind of pissed because she's not taking part of the competitive, ranked system, but she hates the pre-draft screen so much that she's just a quick play.
It takes really long. So. Like I think I was playing a couple of games with Emong, and he even mentioned it. And that guy's the chillest dude of all time. It's really long. I don't know.
If Emong is upset with anything, you messed up.
It's a longer pick phase than like League of Legends. I don't know why it's so. There's like 7 heroes to pick from in each role. I don't know how it can take that long. They should definitely speed that up.
It might,
we're not doing bans or anything. Like it's like League of Legends, you're doing all these bans and shit.
Exactly.
How does it take so long? Like,
I don't know. There's no
choose
bans.
your damn hero, lock it in.
You just choose.
They've sped up the other phases, so I just hope that they just
should give you 15 seconds to choose a hero. Boom, pick one, lock it in.
I was playing with Jay, and like the main thing that we noticed was like you have to pick tank last is kind of the kind of the perception that we got. And whenever he was playing tank, it was like, okay, play it at the bottom of the thing. Can we please swap so then I can maybe try and counter swap their tank or counter pick their tank or counter this?
You should write a paper on this. Holy shit, man.
No, bro. No.
So you can mirror in rank now. They change it back to
you can mirror, yeah.
Oh, okay, because that was the main issue. I even talked to Yimong about that. Was that whoever just got the first pick of Kiriko Mercy, it didn't really matter. So eventually, you would just want your support players to pick first, and then they won the game because then you had to play
supports
Lucio
pick
Brig.
first, tank picks last. Because like one of the big problems with tank is like, okay, half the tank pool is like shit. If I pick D.Va, I'm just gonna get owned by Zarya. And like especially at ranks that aren't as high up as like, what is it, All-Star Pro? I can't remember the Grandmaster, like the top ranks. It's a bit more of a clusterfuck probably, but yeah, it takes too long and it feels weird.
If there's mirrors, what's the point of a draft now, anyways? Why don't you just play the game?
And just pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
so that you can. I can tell you.
You could counter pick if you wanted to.
It's so you can react to what the other team is doing. You can counter pick. Otherwise, it's like a full RNG.
You have to swap your
otherwise
every time.
Otherwise, it's a full RNG. You get into the game, it's like, oh shit, they picked this, and you can't do anything about it.
Can we just nerf Johnny's face like just completely out of frame, Solomon? Just like
just have Siri.
Yeah, so much better. Yeah,
better
good
podcast,
point there.
Actually,
so much more of an intelligent take now.
You're welcome. Well, Apply. Have you played? Well, both of you sounded like both of you have been playing. How do you like the new heroes? Did you play Brig Farah?
I thought Farah sucked, but I also only played like 2 games. I think Brig is pretty good. I think Winston also sucks.
Bro, Winston blows, bro. Like there was, you get blown the fuck up as Winston.
Yeah.
The gameplay loop of Winston has always been like, okay, I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna chill for a bit and bubble, and then jump out, or like move up, bubble, jump out. Like, but in this mode, yeah, like I said, I was playing with Jay. He was playing Winston a little bit. He was like only getting value of Primal. Okay, bro's probably not that good on tank. Yeah. Let's be real, or on DPS to be fair. But like, you're jumping in. There's a Zen or a Mercy on the other team. Zen discords you, orb you, or like the Mercy damages boost the DPS, and you just instantly die. Like there is no chance for you at all.
Like Winston's just not that good in Koth or
in most of those maps. Yeah, and like the payload race one as well. Like
speaking of the payload race, I loved that game mode, by the way. I thought it was sick. Yeah. It reminded me of playing TF2, and I actually think in some ways it could be a main game mode. Get pushed the fuck out of here and do payload race.
Dude, some of those new maps are gorgeous.
They are really cool looking too, and I think payload race actually has some cool like gameplay to it. Like you can really build strategy around it. Obviously, it's in stadium, and I'm playing against like bronze players, but it would be cool to see like real players play payload race in like Overwatch. Hopefully, someday
they just added it to quick play just to try it out. I wouldn't be opposed.
I think people would like it.
I think so too. I think it would be a fun mode.
It's better than push.
All right, adjacent topic. You know what's crazy? So like about these conversations, it's like the same thing with like the whole draft thing. It's like I'm like legitimate.
That's Noob Hunter.
That's Noob Hunter. I'm like legitimately thinking.
Did someone join the call?
Remind me Noob Hunter in a second. Remind me Noob Hunter. I was thinking like it's how crazy we are in like this modern era of Overwatch. Where like, dude, it could happen. We could get this map. Like they just do things so often. They're just changing stuff like constantly, and like the whole draft thing. Like, dude, I don't give a frick if they screw stuff up as long as they fix it. And they fix stuff so fast. They're just so aggressive with trying things out now and like listening to feedback. It's just so nice, man. Like it's actually so nice. Like
I think the most impressed I've been with Blizzard is Clash. Like they put Clash in the game. Everyone hated it, and it's gone. I think a while ago they would have never done that. We would have
Blizzard would not have done that. No, Blizzard would have kept that shit in.
I'm actually so proud of them for getting that the fuck out of here as soon as possible.
It's awesome, dude. It's awesome. They just changed stuff, and they don't just like take stuff away. They also like try really freaking weird crap. Like that's like the way to go. People like can criticize them, but I never criticize them for trying stuff. Like, because that is the way to make games. That's the way to succeed at anything. You got to be willing to limit tests. You know. Like especially now, right? You know, you gotta be proactive. You gotta try crap. You know, like you can't sit in the back and wait. And like they do that kind of stuff. So it's like it's awesome. But
responding to trends and like market conditions is like so key right now. And like Average said, like the old Overwatch 1 people, like that old kind of team or whatever, they would have never have responded as quickly as they do now. And especially with the amount of free-to-play games and like the amount of accessibility-wise, like every game is these days, every game can run on a PC that's like $500, you know? Like you have to be so quick with it. And they've done just an amazing job over the course of Overwatch 2.
It's not just Gen Z brain rot stuff too either, not just like content. It's just like legitimately making the game better.
Just changes,
just more
like on the
interesting.
fly. Yeah.
Fixing bad things, you know, like we talked about the perks things, like 90% of the perks that I thought were bad or they're just gone. They're gone. Like they nailed it. Like, and so like, you know, whatever. So like there's just a lot of things that I think they do a really good job with. So also Noob Hunter. So did you guys see the Noob Hunter Bastion clip? Solomon? Okay, so there's one of the shorts. I had people messaging me, some of my IRL friends. Apparently there's some short of me blew up a Noob Hunter of me missing like 24 shots in a row on Bastion with this primary fire. It was really bad. And I had people that don't even play Overwatch were messaging me, bro, is this you? I'm like, dude, the one thing that I go viral for is missing 24 or whatever shots in a row. Like, I'm no, dude, it freaking sucks.
Wait, 24 shots in how long? How long was the clip?
Like the full clip, man. Like I missed the full clip. Like I missed the full clip. It was like at a downward angle, you know.
Okay.
It's all right, just, you know, it's whatever.
That is okay, that's kind of funny. +2.
Yeah.
400,000
views on YouTube or something. I was like,
whoa,
yeah. I was like, told you, man. People only play Overwatch are messaging me. Like come on,
it's
man.
really funny.
Is this what Derpy meant when he tweeted about Overwatch content needed to be like revolutionized or like a new generation of Overwatch content?
We just need Spilo
I
missing
don't know which
10
one.
million.
I messaged Derpy yesterday, and I was like, "All right, bro, we're gonna fix we're gonna rebrand you, bro. We're gonna make you like Sunshine Giggles. That's just gonna be his new Twitch name, and we're gonna make him like really happy and bright. Because if he's gonna want to fix Overwatch, he's got to rebrand. You know, he's too toxic.
Yeah,
Derpy just sounds toxic. You know, you got to be sweet and happy and smiley. Yeah, that's the.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my!
Yeah, I did see this actually.
No.
Oh, come on, man.
My favorite thing my chat ever says when I do something like this guy's coaching us. Like, why should we even listen to this guy? What the fuck does this guy know?
Freaking miserable.
That is
World
crazy.
record for most misses in Overwatch 2. Freaking
She's
violated.
1 HP and then she nades. It's so sad.
Why didn't you reset? Why didn't you stop shooting and reset your aim, Spilo?
I just don't want to talk about it. I'll get
He
the,
was
it's like
locked in.
gambling. I'll get the, I don't need to stop. No trigger
Eventually.
discipline. I'll get the next one, man. I'm one shot away from getting it, man. One shot.
Coach, by the way.
I made an aim guide
There's a
recently.
reason
You should check
coaches
that
don't
out.
play.
That's
Oh
on
my
comments
God.
peak.
Aim where they're going. Yeah, Spilo, come on.
And to be fair, the Bastion fire rate always throws me off. It's always like the semi-automatic. I'm like, you know, I have no excuse. I got nothing.
You're firing a machine gun and she's 1 HP.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Anyway, yeah, Derpy, I'm rooting for that guy too. He did like a long recorded video once talking about a topic. I can't remember what, but it was a good video. I keep that up.
I love that. He made some video. I don't remember what it was about, but that's great. I mean, I've clearly sat with you.
No,
So.
it was like half a year ago. Let me bring up the YouTube channel. Let me bring up. I don't have it.
Derpy will save Overwatch. It'll be soon.
Yeah. No. He recorded a long ass video, but it was a long time ago. It was like months ago.
6v6-1? Like what?
Oh, please, no. Not another American
Oh, it
player
was
that thinks they know
about
6v6.
5v5. Yeah, it was 5v5,
okay.
6v6. Yeah.
Frick, no, Derpy.
it was that
every
bad.
tank player, every American tank player has to have an opinion on 6v6 and make one video poorly edited with the same stupid, tired arguments for 45 minutes, blows up, nobody hears or cares again. I'm not going to name any names, but I'm just so tired of those videos. Back, like, what was it, like a year and a half ago? It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. I've not seen
5v5
Derpy's.
format is impossible to balance. There you go. That's
Yeah. I did watch that.
I get the views.
Admiral's lip is trembling.
He's ready to go. We have to move on. We're ready to
We should
move
start
on.
guys, let's start the debate all over again.
No.
It's about that time of the year.
Run it back.
One more month, we're going to start the debate one more time.
my
Yeah.
days.
No one's heard this
Admiral, do you-
debate before, surely.
Do you have any opinion on the game mode? You're a big game mode guy. Do you have any? On
I like
Payload Race?
Stadium. I think Payload Race, the one issue is that it's the first and so far only game mode in Overwatch that has two active objectives at the same time, which is a little bit different to what normal Overwatch is. And I had this explained to me. I asked about Flashpoint. I can't remember which dev I talked to about this, but I asked, why don't you guys do a thing in Flashpoint where on the active flashpoint, you could also see which one is going to be active next, so you can plan ahead, right? So you can be like, I'm on this point, but maybe we're losing, but I can see which one unlocks next, so I can just go there, plan early. And they told me they weren't going to do that because they don't want to have the game in a situation where players are focused on two different objectives at the same time. And I'm like, okay, you know what? That makes sense. But then they released Payload Race. I'm like, what the fuck? You just told me you don't want game modes or games where people focus on more than one objective. Payload Race, you're literally focused on two objectives because you're playing your payload and you're also contesting the enemy payload. So it's the only game mode that sort of does that, which I'm a little weird about. In the reality, playing it doesn't feel too bad because I think most of the time you're still probably more focused on your own payload. But, you know, there are times when there's fights taking place on the other payload, and it is a little bit weird because, you know, you're kind of doing two things at once. I guess the closest example would be like, maybe it's sort of similar to where you are playing an escort or a hybrid or whatever, and some of your teammates or one of your teammates is going to payload princess to push the payload, and the rest of you push up and take a fight on their territory, right? Maybe it kind of feels like that, but on a more open map and not a linear map, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I sort of don't know how I feel about that. If they were to bring it to regular Overwatch, like a 5v5, like just the normal base quick play Overwatch or whatever, they would have to slow down the map a lot because the map. This is the thing about the game modes and maps
it's super fast
in Stadium is they design them way faster.
Yeah,
because you're supposed to get through multiple maps in a BO7. Yeah, they would have to slow down the payloaders and the payload races significantly, or like build out the map more. I don't know. That'd probably be too hard to do, so they'd have to slow down the payloads a lot to extend the length of the map.
Just as a counterpoint to that, though, I'd say when they say like they don't want to have people focused on like two different objectives at the same time, my brain instantly jumps to like Conquest on like Battlefield, where there's like 5 points or whatever on a map, and then like different like small squads are like fighting over different objectives. You can have like backcaps and stuff. But Payload Race, because the payloads initially obviously they're separated, and then you kind of push into a more like center portion of the map, it won't feel as much like it's fighting over two different objectives that are vastly like far apart. The fights become more centralized because of the way the payloads actually push throughout half of the game. So like I don't feel like, even though you are fighting over two objectives.
Yeah, but what AVRL said would be the meta, though. You would just leave one person on your car, and then like four people would go fight their car, and then as that fight's happening, your car just gets the lead. So yeah, they would have to slow it all down and flesh it out. But I think it could be a really cool game mode.
I think they should try it. I really do.
Try it too.
I think they are trying it. No?
Yeah.
I feel like Stadium just is like the litmus test for like, or not the litmus test, but like the testing ground for, heck, some of the new perks are from Stadium, you know, like they just try stuff out and see what happens. You know?
I mean, even the drafting thing, I think that's a trial too. I think Stadium is being used as the trial ground to be like, hey, can we do Overwatch where there's no mirrors? Can we do a drafting system in Overwatch and do no mirrors?
But you can swap. Yeah, there would be no reason to draft Overwatch.
Yeah,
you can swap. I mean, unless they want to take out swap and.
I don't know. Basically, they just want to test out an Overwatch, which is like more closer to a MOBA, which is like you're gonna have a locked-in hero and you're gonna draft it, and you're not gonna have mirrors. Because I do think most people would prefer to play Overwatch, assuming you have the whole roster, not like a condensed roster, but like the entire hero pool, where you don't have mirrors. Because I think mirror matches, generally people just like mirror matches. Generally, people like to not play against the mirror if possible. They certainly don't like looking at it. So yeah, I respect that they tried that out, but obviously Stadium just doesn't have the amount of heroes required to make that fun.
Gavin says state draft is just for Stadium. So get fricked, Avril.
Yeah, stupid.
I think in Overwatch,
I can't believe it. Avril,
you know
was
what?
wrong
I can't
once.
wait. I can't wait. In 2 weeks, you're gonna do your naked running around the your neighborhood video. So I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna wait here with my lube and my tissues ready to go. For unrelated reasons.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
Jesus Christ!
Avi's crazy today.
Dude, Avi, man, chill.
He said what we were all thinking. What the hell?
Overwatch with no mirrors would be really interesting.
Damn.
I wonder what Overwatch
what happens
with no
when I'm
mirrors would
asleep.
look like.
Okay. All right. Can we move on from Stadium? That's that. Let's put a ball on things.
I'm surprised we talked about Stadium for so long, considering like none of us play it.
Yeah, well, you know, like trying to cover everything. This is okay. So we're 2 hours into the podcast. This is where people start getting hungry and a little grumpy. So we'll try to get through all of the things left here. Look, I've done a lot of episodes of this. After the 2 hour mark, it just
Energy dwindles.
Avril, they don't
Yeah,
have the group up, stamina, 4 hours in, Sweden's and I are still
I
arguing.
think I'm over it. Yeah, I think I'm over the 4 hour group up podcast. We had one, I think, like 2 months ago. That was like 3.5 hours. Yeah, I think we're over it. Does anything else need to be said about rank resets? We all know that they're good for players coming back to play the game. It's not super balanced, but it's just the nature of things. They need to exist.
They're for engagement and for fixing bell curves, I think. And
Right.
The latter I'm okay with. The former I hate, but I have to grumble and complain like the boomer that I am because they definitely sabotage ranked match integrity. But it
For a
is what it
little
is.
while.
Does it
Not
really?
for-
I
not
thought
for-
your
Oh,
MMR
yeah.
still
Definitely.
stays pretty similar.
It compresses everybody to it just a little bit, so like you're gonna have lower quality match. Everyone's like, yeah, but at least we don't get those boosted players. I'm like, bro, you're gonna play 2 games of those frickers anyway. Now everybody's kind of thrown in shambles, but it's to fix the bell curve. I don't really have a problem with it.
I do think I'm too high when I face Apply every game, but we'll see if that continues or Apply will slingshot ahead of me.
People
don't
do
know.
say that the ranks are higher, right?
I might be.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit champion for the first time. I'm GM1 right now. I haven't hit champion.
Well, it
so
makes
I don't
sense.
know.
The bell curve was a
What's going
joke
on.
before. Like I think it was like way too hard to reach Masters GM. Like
Yeah, it
harder
was
than
like
ever
1% in GM and champion, or no, even less. It's like
it
couple
was like
in masters up, right?
Yeah. I mean, Diamond was like freaking 18% or something like that. Plat 3 was like the average rank, but yet they were like no Masters GM. So I think they're kind of.
This is our season, Spilo.
Have they adjusted that
Yeah,
in any way?
shut up.
Is like GM is easier to get into now?
Should be a little
think
easier.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're so back.
We're so
Oh,
back.
Let's go,
GM
man.
Bastion only.
GM, yeah, there you go.
You could do it.
Spilo's Bastion.
No.
Hey, listen, I don't have to aim my nades.
That's
It's
true.
fine.
With
So
the new
true,
perk, you'll
yeah.
be good.
Yeah. So rank resets, they just happen. I think they're fun anyway. I know they're kind of bogus. Progression 2.0. I think people were ecstatic to see this. I was so happy, so delighted to see this. For some reason, I just love progression. I think it's part of my whole MMO RPG kind of thing. I just love progressing. So I was happy to see this. It seems like people have soured on it a little bit after some of the UI complaints that people have had. Based on how you're rewarded, it seems like playtime dictates a lot on like how you level up on some of these characters.
That makes sense.
So yeah, it does make sense.
What else would? That's progression. Playing
Well,
the
some
fucking
people were like,
character.
"Oh, I'm Lucio. I want to complete like my boop things and like my pin kills and my shadow."
I think it doesn't factor
things
Overwatch
and-
1 is kind of lame because it's like people don't define themselves as like Overwatch 2. It's like, dude, I'm a Zen main. I haven't played Zen like basically at all in Overwatch 2 because I've been too busy learning other characters, But like Zen's still my most played character, I think it's just more it's like the execution of the idea. Still need some tweaks.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
Polygon
it's
wrote some
great.
rage bait and I fell for it. So I was like,
Dude, oh my god,
Damn it,
bro,
dude.
stop reading.
Wait, you
fucking
mean
game
is
media, bro.
it Polygon that did the whole like the devs don't want to have weird characters and everyone's going to be
the
like
oddballs.
hands? Yeah, the oddballs
Is it
thing.
IGN or
Yeah, that
Polygon?
might have been. That might
I
have
love
been
that. I
Polygon
love
as
that.
well. Yeah.
I love gaming journalism. My favorite.
I think the progression is
I'm-
good. I think it's interesting adding an SR to an individual character. I thought that was kind of cool. People are still
It's
like,
so
if we can
broken.
have it on individual
I don't know
character,
if
can we
it
just have it in the
matters.
game, bro?
I don't know if it mattered, but I'm almost 4,800 on Tracer, so I'm feeling good about myself. If the-
4,800?
If the SR thing is just to boost confidence, it's working.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm
that's
plat on Brig. That's
Bro,
not right, man. Like I'm fucking plat. I'm like, how am I plat on Brig? She's
I'm
one of my
like
best supports.
GM3
Masters
on
forward.
support right now, and my Wuyang is like silver. I don't know what's going on.
I
with
don't
it.
know.
It's gotta be.
It'll probably
It's
take a
gotta be
while
bugged.
to calibrate, I guess. But yeah, one thing I don't know if anybody's seen this. I could be going crazy, but your level, your profile. What the hell is the little like crescent wing thing above it that has like a number on it? What the hell is that? Is any? Okay, well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Screenshot.
okay. Let me just switch.
An
My
It's probably
The
just your
podcast
monitor,
viewers
bro.
are loving this.
It's not my monitor. It's not my monitor. Look. What is this? What is
Oh.
this thing? This little like wing.
You don't know
thing.
what that
I don't
is?
know
What the
Is that
hell is
your-
that?
Is that your drive thing?
You just exposed your master's.
Oh, is
Kiriko,
that
though.
Drive? Yeah,
is it?
shut the fuck up. Is this Drive?
I could be wrong.
I know, but
That's
that's
your
your
the level.
prestige, I guess. That's like how
Oh,
much you
prestige.
like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Show
he's
the
played a
endorsement
lot.
level. Show the endorsement
Dude,
level.
I'm
Come
gonna
on.
I'm gonna
I'm
need a
4
League of
right
Legends
now.
dissertation to understand
I'm 3.
this.
I'm 3.
Yeah, welcome to the club, buddy,
Yeah.
bro. I cried to Gavin. I was like, why can't I turn on streamer mode? I'm endorsement level 3.
I think my only
You guys
problem
have
with the
4 now?
progression system
They
is being
fixed it.
able to hide your top 3 characters. I also
Yes.
I think I actually been yapping about this since like 2018 when they removed it or something, but I don't care to see my teammates SR or win rate, but I think you should be able to see their top 3 playtime. That is not going to get someone bullied or made fun of, because especially being in my games, I can help build my team's comps by just seeing what we play.
Okay,
And-
suggestion. What if it's top 3 in the role they're playing?
Yeah, I
Because
don't
right
care
now
what it
I have
is.
damage
I just
players
wanna-
to see like, oh, they play a lot of Sigma, Winston, and
Oh,
Ryan.
yeah.
Like that doesn't help
Yeah.
me when they're playing
I
damage.
just think that matters a lot, because I never really understand. They said in Overwatch 1 when they removed that was because they just didn't want people to be made fun of or something, right? Or they don't want to be judged for their characters.
Targeted.
But targeted, yeah, or
Yeah.
target banned. But even once you're in the game, it really does help to see what your teammates play, because I can help build comps, because I know more about the game than some of my teammates, so I can say like, oh, this is your second most played. Can you play this instead? This will be better, rather than I don't know what the fuck you play. Just-
Yeah.
I'm
people
4800
will-
Tracer. Listen to
People
me.
will still
Yeah.
say you should play this character. You should swap out. You
Yeah.
should swap back to your top 3. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think
How
there's
about this?
positive and negative effects.
If you go negative, you just turn on your face cam.
just
turns on your face
I like
cam.
that idea.
You know, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I need to
I
do
think-
that. If you hit endorsement level 1, it just turns on your face cam permanently when you log into Overwatch.
That's a good idea.
strategy.
You
Instead of-
can have
instead
it as
Yeah.
well, because I know I think the main defense of hiding them is like, okay, I'm 700, my number is 700 on my one trick and 3 on the next one. You could just hide the numbers and then have it as the 3 most played characters within that role, You're then hiding that you're a one trick still, and you probably only play that
Yeah.
one character, but still, it's like, it would at least help. I was a bit disappointed to log in and load in, and it's like, okay, 3 motherfuckers are blank. Like, there's no, I
Yeah,
can't see anything.
especially like even being excited for something. Like I loaded in the other day, and a sim player lock sim. Normally I'm like, oh, I hope this guy knows what the fuck he's doing. But the other day he's level 430 on sim, so I'm
You're
like,
like, you
oh,
chill. Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
we're good then. So I think stuff like that really does matter, and I just don't understand the point of adding it if you can hide it. But I understand there's negative effects, but I think the positives of seeing it outoutweigh the
Just
negative
read their
effects of it.
titles. The titles are a dead giveaway. It's like Heart of
Oh,
Hope or like
Mine is
that's true,
minion,
yeah.
so
and it's Mercy. It's like if it's Heart of Hope or something cute, it's like either Mercy Kiriko player or a Roadhog OTP. For sure.
True. You can still private the profiles as well, like
yeah, that's what I'm
just
saying. You
reveal
can
the
private
top
everything. You can
3.
private SR, win rate. I just want to
Yeah.
see what they've played the most. That
Yeah.
does help a lot. And I don't care about that. Obviously, you don't see your enemy, but just your teammates, it could help a lot.
Yeah, I 1000% agree.
Yeah, I agree. It's been very nice. So love that change. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. But please, Blizzard, don't allow people to hide it anymore. Some people have already broken progression 2.0. We're not gonna put. Well, hopefully it doesn't have repercussions. But yeah, people found out that if you play like niche game modes like Hero Mastery and PvE, then
That's
you're able
always going to be a
farm XP
thing,
and
dude. People would
It
do that
is
with
always gonna be a
Total
thing.
Mayhem in Overwatch
Yeah.
1.
Total mayhem.
Yeah.
People are
Wait,
gonna
the
do
leveling.
Yeah,
does
I'm
it
not
mirror
gonna
the
lie, I see
leveling
that
lobbies
too.
as well?
Whenever I would do that, I'm not gonna lie. Don't
Yeah.
ban me. Whenever I was leveling a new 25 account, I would go into Total Mayhem and AFK and tape my mouse down, and then I would just sit there. I was like 17 or 18. I would just sit there and farm to level 25 AFK
That
in
is
Total
how you
Mayhem.
did it. If you wanted a completely blank profile as well, people ran custom games like that where the round
Yeah.
would end in like 60 seconds and you wouldn't get AFK kicked. So your
Yeah.
profile is like you're playing ranked and you have no heroes played almost. It's just like custom game stuff.
Isn't this like that one Diva account I see in r/Overwatch with like 10,000 hours in Diva since Overwatch 2's launch? That has to be like botted or something.
That's insane.
It's like
I
not
saw a
physically
May
possible
one
to
like
play
that.
it. It's not physically
was-
possible to play that unless you like weren't sleeping or something. I don't remember, but yeah,
God. AFK and
We
custom
need to
games
interview
getting
these
hours
people.
up.
I don't know, man.
We need to talk to them. What's going on there? There's a human story to that. I want to find out what's going on with that person's life.
I think this one's actually a robot story, if anything.
Probably.
That's the future.
Everything on r/Overwatch is a
Modern
robot
Rivals
story.
kicked it off. That's where we're going.
So true.
Okay, we can actually transition to cosmetics, everyone's favorite segment. Yippee! Some new mythics. Just quickly, briefly. Guys, I got any opinions on the skins here? We talked about the Cassidy mythic weapon already. I love the big boom sound effect. It's a really cool mythic. I love playing Cassidy.
Yeah,
so
the Costco guys to Overwatch.
big ups.
This kind of has something to do with the mythic, but mainly just Sojourn in general. I hate the FOV change. I don't know if you guys seen it yet or felt it yet. It's I don't know if Solomon can like pull a picture or before and after, but it's much closer.
Sojourn?
It's much closer to your body, and whenever you charge the rail up, it like sucks into you, and I hate it. I'll try and find a picture.
I wasn't tripping then because the gun it felt bigger when I used the mythic one, and I'm like, oh, it covers up more of the screen. Like,
people thought it was just the mythic, but it's actually all of her gun in general.
Oh, really?
I don't really know.
They changed her disruptor shot UI as well, with or without the mythic. It's a lot harder to see now.
Interesting.
I don't know if I can find a POV of it, but it's very weird. It feels very floaty. It's like was that on Reddit? There was a post about Sojourn FOV, but yeah, they changed it, and I'm not a big fan. Because even in like old games like Counter-Strike, my view model, I always like the gun a little bit like further away from you, like so you can see your hands a bit. But now the FOV for Sojourn, it's like just the gun, like it's just like in your face. I'm not a big fan of that, but other than that, the mythic gun is sick. Maybe they did that for the mythic gun.
I did not notice. I just loved it.
Maybe they did that for the mythic gun, so it was bigger and it looked cooler.
I got it. I got that shit gilded day one. Dropped 100 prisms.
Me too.
Really
well,
cool.
actually, Blizzard sent me codes, but you know,
I'm devastating in the Plat lobbies.
Oh yeah,
you can see it. You can see it right there. There it is. There it is. Yeah, it's. I don't really know like the exact numbers, but
I don't think
so much closer to your body.
I think this has been discussed, especially by Jacob Overwatch. This has been discussed to death, and I don't want this like a Quake scenario where my gun is in the center of my screen. But like, I do wonder at some point if we could adjust the view model of the gun like even slightly, where like we can pull it back a little bit.
I think that would be cool.
Because I know a lot of people, the skins are cool and it's a big part of the game and stuff, but like having just a smaller weapon, it reminds me of like TF2 config
even
files and
left-handed
stuff.
Features, like just going left-handed or something like that, it does help.
I think it would be nice because there are some skins where it's kind of egregious. There's one Ana skin, the sniper one, where she's like in desert camo or whatever, and the gun is massive.
There's also the ones with like the flap cover on the scope. I hate that crap so much.
Just minor stuff too, like you can be able to move it lower or higher, whatever you want. I don't see any problem behind that, especially if they flesh it all out in game and not like a command system like Valve game does. Because I play a lot of Deadlock like still nowadays, but a big problem was people were cheating using config files where like they could make their character invisible like to them, but also makes you see more and you can see through walls. So like I think as long as they flesh it out in game and you can change your view model, it'll be fine.
I would love that personally.
Thoughts on Kiriko skateboard?
It's awesome.
Best emote in the game.
It has to be the best emote they've made.
Go to my Twitter, Solomon, and scroll down for like a couple days ago. There's a video clip of it that happened in one of my games.
And I love that you can like jump and do ollies and stuff without it like stopping. It's so
Wait, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can jump. You can do everything. Yeah, it's awesome.
Whoa.
I always skateboard. If we have a Lucio, I always skateboard out of spawn because you get, you can just TP in a minute.
You're silent. You're silent when you're skateboarding.
We need more of that.
You don't. There's no footsteps. There's no footsteps when you're skateboarding. So like you can do some.
I will be skateboarding around the map then.
We need Winston like on a bike or something. Like anything, dude. Like,
can you imagine Junkrat on like a pogo stick or something?
That I'm all for it.
God. Wait, we're cooking here.
Soda was supposed to have a bike, right?
Yeah. She has a motorbike. Actually, Soldier has a bike skin, right?
Yeah, he has a highlight intro where he's on a bike too. Yeah.
Soldier 76 with a lawnmower.
I'm listening. There you go.
The one where you drive.
This is a really game.
I saw this. Yeah. Dude. Is this in your game?
Yeah.
Bro is
fucking
vibing.
awesome, dude.
That is so sick.
Big chillin'.
Oh god. It is genuinely the best emote in the game. It is so good. The mic drop one's really cool too because it's universal. I'm glad we got more universal emotes as well, but this is hands down the best. Easily.
I like it. Well, who were you in that scenario, Spilo?
I was dead. I had died, and I'm watching my widow through the kill cam.
Yeah,
and
look at that.
it was even funnier from the kill cam. I wish I'd been able to record it because in the kill cam, the Kiriko just kind of goes like she dies, and the Kiriko goes just like right in front of the camera. I was dying,
sick.
dude.
Dude, look at it go,
Right.
man.
This
You know
is
what's
crazy.
really funny? Like before the patch dropped, there's there was a
It's
sound
so
effect
cool.
change. If you slide on Circuit Royale, you know the arrow signs or whatever.
Yeah.
If you like slide across those, there was like a grinding noise, and that had never been in the game before. I was like, what the hell is that?
That is
And then
so
they released
sick.
this. I'm like, okay, that makes sense because like you
You
can
should
actually
be able to
like
grind on those
and have
rails.
the noise. Yeah, that would be cool. If you could attach to it as well, that'd be sick. Actually,
Overwatch is back.
it's a really cool emote.
That's awesome.
Best emote in the game.
Love it.
And she drinks from the little cup too.
All right, so who's gonna make the Tony Hawk game inside Workshop? Come on.
Yeah. Oh
true,
shit.
true.
For
That'd be
Skate 4.
So sick. Yeah,
go.
actually.
When you speed boost her too, she goes so much faster. The emote's
Yeah, it's
even
cool.
cooler.
Yeah, it's another great emote. Love to see it. Do you guys have any opinions on young Ana skin in the shop?
Is that the
It's
one
a
where
hot
she doesn't look
topic
like
on
Ana?
Is it?
Hot topic on
Can we
Twitter.
pull it up? I
Is
don't know.
it
I don't know
really?
what it looks
Pull it
like.
up.
Okay,
Pull it up.
hot topic
Yeah.
on Twitter is kind of a nothing burger, but
I've been off
she does look
Twitter.
a little funny.
Young. Wait, let me.
I was kind of asking it just obviously because I don't really have any opinions on.
Do you mean?
on-
Oh,
on
do you
the
wait?
shop
Do you mean the
skins,
ones
but-
that came out today?
Oh, those ones.
yeah, this
those
one. It
ones.
came out today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Nah,
kind of
I'm
cool, I
fucking
guess.
with it,
What's
whatever. They could listen. The Queen one is what we need.
Didn't
to
they
be talking
already
about.
have quote unquote young Ana skins?
Yeah,
she
Anna
had-
Amari,
Yeah,
Captain Amari,
Yeah.
yeah.
ones.
Captain
Yeah.
Oh,
Amari,
that's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Best
That's
skin
a
in the
goat
game,
one.
bro.
Yeah, she looks
What is that
really
Hazard
strange in
skin?
this one.
That was creepy as shit.
Dude,
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
dude,
Zoom in on that real quick.
People be memeing that
Dude,
one. It's funny.
Wait.
Yeah.
I gotta pull up a link here really fast because I'll drop it in the channel of like I was like, dude, Hazard has to have this emote. Hang on, I'm gonna go find it really fast.
Holy shit! Look at this guy.
Holy shit, he is
Oh
scary.
my god!
Wait, it's a Twitter link here.
The
Hang
new
on, I'll
skins are
drop it
kind of
in.
fun.
We're all
that's
waiting,
fine.
Spilo.
Hang on, dude.
Where is
Okay,
it?
I dropped it in the call. I dropped it in the call. There,
Bro,
that was like
what a-
I was like, bro, they have to give Hazard this emote, please.
Dude,
Wait, what?
Crazy.
What is this?
That would be fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
That's the
bold.
one.
Oh,
Dude, do you not see this like as an emote? No.
Hazard bold looks so funny.
Dude, I do like the hand rub. Someone needs that emote actually, though.
This
Maybe,
is
maybe,
scary.
maybe it is
Hazard.
Hazard. Yeah,
So
yeah,
good,
dude.
actually.
It's my Sigma Mill.
Do any of you guys know what Persona 5 is? Because I don't.
No, but I know they're excited.
I know
for
what
the
it
collab,
is.
so I'm
Goes
happy for them.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
just don't
Danny right now
have anything to
is
do with it.
pumping his fist in the air.
Yeah, people
yeah.
people pop off on Twitter, and I'm like, I don't get it.
Do a
And-
Larry skin
and-
as well.
Just look at these and then Hazard.
He is the oddball that
sorry.
we needed.
Oh my days.
Yeah,
It's
the
just like
Alari
a-
skin's sick.
it's just
And the
like, what?
Kurikan's sick. The Reaper one's cool too, actually.
Oh my days.
Good skins.
Oh god. Hero Mastery being scrapped. Doesn't get enough players. Hate to see it.
Yeah, that was that.
Reallocate dev time. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If no one's
It
playing it,
happens.
then that's fair.
If no one's playing it, then why are you working on it? So
Exactly. It's good.
work on the important stuff. I added this in a couple of weeks ago, actually. Do you guys like the color text or the emotes in the chat?
I loved it.
Did you guys?
I
care for
thought
this?
that was sick. Yeah.
I think the problem was that it was like kind of like abusable at some point. So maybe they can like re-release it, not abuse. Because you like
all the bronze
spam.
players alt F4ing an accident, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
your
you could
computer is
spam a
shutting
lot.
down, you know, like
Yeah,
System
not just
message
that.
in
Like there is
yellow.
ways to like make this like your chat like bigger. Like you can spam a lot, so you can like not see some of the screen. But I think some of the silly like Winston emotes were awesome. Also, I
Yeah,
don't even know how does that even like get past like an update. Like how did someone even figure this out? Like how do you just test? Like can I post Winston in the chat? I
Is
don't
it a
understand.
hex-
I don't understand how they
Is
found
it a
it.
hex code? I didn't even try the.
I
bug
did
at
it.
all.
I just kept typing in yellow letters and Winston.
Wave 1 colon red colon
Yeah.
like old RuneScape.
Yeah.
Winston emoji.
That's what it was like on Quake 2, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Quake you could do that too. So
Yeah, CS, like
Something
all source games, right? You could do like colorful text and stuff. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
It's fun. Bring it
is
back
fun.
somehow.
Bring it back.
Yeah, this is what we're asking for. We're done asking
Winston in the
about
chat.
balance and stuff. So
You
here
just
we
want to
are,
make
we're
sure
asking
it's
for
not
chat changes.
abusable. Like Apply said, if you could somehow like make the tech, because like stuff like that input validation needs to be so fucking good. Otherwise, that shit's just going to get abused and people are just going to crash the server or something by inputting some like crazy string.
Also some drama, I think, about console players. They banned a bunch of like console players who were playing
Zimming.
with mousing.
There's no
Zimming.
drama. They ban cheaters, bro.
Yeah,
like,
they ban
that's
cheaters.
just what it is.
Yeah.
They ban cheaters.
They banned cheaters.
A massive problem.
But
drama.
didn't I see that some console players are now playing in like PC games or something
they
like
made
that
it to
too?
where
And,
I think if a mouse and keyboard is detected, you get put into PC lobbies, which has aim assist turned off, which I think is fine. I don't have a problem with that.
right.
It's really good. There's a massive problem with zimming in another esport, Rainbow Six, actually on console, because it's quite popular on console too. And you can imagine for that game as well, it's just absurdly OP. Like it's unbelievable. It's just it's been around. Zimming has been around for a long time, but yeah, I'm glad they're taking action against this because your regular console Andy
crazy.
Is like
I
you're
watched a
getting aim
zimming
assist with the keyboard and
montage.
mouse.
I watched a zimming montage, and it's crazy. I don't know how anyone plays on console.
Zimming montage.
It was like a cheater montage. It was wild. He was just whipping around, aimbotting everyone. It was
Bro's probably
crazy.
got better aim than
different.
It was.
That's crazy.
I mean, I think the console players say like the majority of the top 500 is all cheating. Like
that's why Mercy and Diva get banned so much. Because if you're a Zimmer, you ban Diva.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to play, if you don't want to play versus Zimmers, you ban Mercy because they're always Mercy pocketed.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep.
Hackers, get them out of here. Or cheaters.
And here I just thought they were based because they hated Mercy. I was like, you know what? So true. Now I realize it's a real reason.
Freaking Mercy being playing in GM, you know, it's like that doesn't happen on PC.
Spilo's yawning, so we better get a move on here and wrap up the podcast here. The Oddball drama was the worst drama of all time. It was just bait.
Just a slow day at Polygon, all it is, you know?
It was
need
so
the ad revenue
frustrating.
of the day, bro. You need the clicks.
People freak the fuck out. I don't get it.
Best part is nobody will
Polygon.
like. The apology will never nobody cares. You know, if the damage has been done,
the damage is
say
done.
There never will be an apology.
No consequences.
These people never apologize.
Just get away scot free. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Overwatch Nary. What is that? The freaking Twitter.
Yeah.
Always posting the freaking fake news. Never apologizes. I've already busted them like 2 or 3 times.
Overwatch Cavalry is better.
It's just nobody freaking cares, dude. Like it is what it is. So you can't like lose sleep over it if you're over at Blizzard, but it's just that's the nature of nowadays.
That account is notorious, bro.
I don't even know where did that even stem from. I don't think that was a real quote, right?
It was a paraphrase quote that Polygon, and then people went and ran with it. And you know, Twitter, like there's people that have defined their entire personalities around certain Overwatch characters, and so like people freaked.
Yeah. It was stupid.
The wording was. They did a masterful job of baiting for clicks. So
it worked.
But it was scummy behavior. So fuck him. Guys, we're wrapping up the episode here. But to end it, do you guys think that OWCS is killing the streamer section?
Oh my god!
Listen, I love Flazzy. Flaz is my boy, but I think he was just yapping that day. I don't know what he's talking about.
Surely.
Okay, am I misunderstanding that? Am I misunderstanding that?
No, you're probably understanding it. I think he's just yapping.
Was it not the fact that like it should be drops for more streamers besides just the partner streamers? Was that what he was saying?
I think he should.
I tried to look into it.
Should be. I think he said it should be drops for anyone streaming OWCS.
Right.
Which, like,
is that a bad idea?
Well, it's not possible because how do you enable and disable drops for people streaming OWCS? Like, how does Twitch know you are streaming OWCS as opposed to just regular Overwatch?
So is there something wrong with the application process?
There shouldn't be because it's pretty simple to do. Like it's very
well,
simple.
you could to get the OWCS drops, you have to be featured or partnered with one of the funded orgs.
Right. I guess that wouldn't that be made his criticism then? You know, I'm not saying that it's wrong or right. I'm just saying that like I tried to look into it and I got nowhere. I literally could not figure out what the point of all it was, because literally all I saw was freaking Flats' fat gifs spammed everywhere and like literally nothing but that. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to understand what's actually being said. Like
I thought what he was trying to say was that people tune into the Overwatch stream, which takes away monetization from streamers. So like people should go to people's streams instead of the main broadcast stream to get their drops, which benefits the streamer section.
Right. His wording was just pretty bad. He should have just mentioned the drops more than OWCS. He just kept saying OWCS is ruining content creation. It's not OWCS. It's the way drops are formatted or the way they're handling the content creation. The way he presented it was like the pro scene is ruining content, but it's. I understand where he's coming from, though.
We did it back with Overwatch League too, so we're gonna have it.
Another thing that Twitter took and ran with, by the way.
I mean, like the drops will always primarily be for the main broadcast. The drops will always be for the primary broadcast because the whole point is to get people to watch the primary broadcast.
Yeah,
like it will never prioritize the streamers. It'll prioritize the primary broadcast. Like that's the whole point.
Is anyone saying anything in your chats? The chats are always up to date on the drama. They know what the argument was, and if no one of us know, then
the worst part is like the origin of that drama is some clip on Overwatch TMZ. Except whoever posted the clip posted this weirdly sped up version. It's the most like fucking Zoomer Gen Alpha bullshit ever. It's like I can't listen to anything unless it's on 3x speed. I'm like, bro, it's just like come on, give me the clip on normal speed. So I can understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's just...
Anyway, now I ran with it, so now I'm clickbait farming for Plat Chat. So maybe we'll end up there.
The Overwatch community has just been on a rampage to kill every Rival's streamer that swapped. So I think that was
that's the thing. That's the thing I'm trying to get to. Listen,
that's why Spilo swapped back early.
Yeah,
he saw it coming.
That was the thing, bro. Like all these guys, like I look at these, like, dude, people are so freaking bitter at some of these streamers. Like I don't get into the whole drama of like J3 back in the day, but like yikes, people like freaking they're out for blood, man. They're willing to like take any like small thing and just run with it. They're just so gleeful with it. It's just like
people realize you can like two things, right? You can like apples and oranges. You don't have to only like one and also hate oranges because you like apples or whatever.
I mean,
and like I'm also human and I can play two games at once. Like what the hell? Like it makes no sense, bro. Right. It is just rage baiting Gen Alpha, Gen Z Zoomers and like shit like that. And people just like to get mad, right? At the end of the day, you're not streaming my game.
Getting angry.
I cannot fathom clicking on someone else's stream. I have to watch you, so please play the game I want. Like, bro, just find someone else.
It's sports teams. It's sports teams really rivalries. Stupid. Yeah. Like if I like this team, you can't go play for the other team.
I like that team.
We hate you.
I think the content creators were the easy targets because they're like the most publicly out facing people. They don't deserve that because that's like streamers will play whatever game and stream whatever game they want to. That's whatever. But I will say though that like the initial couple of months, first 3 months of Marvel Rivals release was like just crazy amounts of toxicity from their community and their player base. Not the streamers, not the content creators, just their player base in their community on Twitter, on Reddit, everywhere, just going after Overwatch incessantly. So I can see where the resentment is.
I will double down on that. The amount of fucking people, no-namers, anonymous pieces of shit who came into our chats and were just like, why are you playing this fucking dead game? Fuck you, this game sucks.
That's my point.
This game has been dead for like 5 years. Go to my TikToks, they're all over it. Fucking like, oh my god, Overwatch clips. Like,
so you can see why. You can see why there's resentment. You can see why there's resentment. You can see why there's resentment from the Overwatch side, where it's like, your game's doing terrible now, our game's doing great. So fuck
I'm tapping into the political violence. Screw those communities.
Except for some reason they've decided to target the content creators, which I think is a little bit weird. But I just think it's because they're easier targets because they stand out so much.
Yeah, 100%.
But I understand why the community is resentful over it because the really Rivals players and Rivals community were fucking awful in the first 3 months. They were terrible.
I remember when I started playing Overwatch again after I took like a month break to play Rivals, people were saying, stay on that side. Don't
stay on that side? Oh my
god.
That is crazy.
Yay.
Holy shit. All right. Well, we're caught in the middle of things, guys. So That's just part of the streamer experience, I suppose. Oh well. I think that does it for the episode. We covered a decent amount of stuff there. Appreciate getting everyone's thoughts on season 18. I don't know if there's something we missed here that you guys like to bring up, but I think for the most part we did a all right job covering most things.
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
Everyone's nodding. People have been yawning. AVRL can go back to sleep. Spilo can go to sleep. I can take this dog for a
Spalo's
walk.
got a naked run through the village to prepare for. So.
that's not
I
cool.
was like,
That's
2
like-
weeks,
that's
man.
like a-
Please custom nerf the
Yeah.
perks, please, please.
You know
They
what
like
to
nerf
do,
it.
Scott.
Yeah, they were like nerf the cooldown by like 1 second, or like increase the cooldown by 1 second or
Look,
something.
it's
Yeah,
technically correct, right? See, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning into this episode. I'm for next episode. I'm actually going away for next week, so I don't know if there'll be an episode next week. But
No way.
TBD. Maybe
I will
Jaws and I will
try.
cook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will try.
We'll see.
The only thing we didn't
Apply.
talk about is play like Luca. Holy shit, we love Luca.
That's a
That is
Oh,
that
yeah,
is actually
Luka.
crazy, by the way. One of
That
the
is a
coolest
crazy
collabs I've
collab.
seen in gaming
Blue
in
box
a,
dump.
in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So we
sick.
talked about it last week, Admiral. When
All the
Apply
people,
wasn't on the
yeah, but we
podcast.
didn't talk about applying Spilo. The only thing that's funny
Yeah.
since last week is the amount of people you start realizing the people who are not NBA heads. They're looking at this guy's like, who is he? Is he a country singer?
Yeah, so many people say, who is Luka in my chat?
He's got the cowboy dress
Country
up.
singer. I did see. I don't know if it's true. It could be bait on Twitter, but next to his like old stadium where his old team was, Dallas Mavericks, and it had the advert. Apparently, they asked him to take it down or something because of his face. Was that real?
They asked to move it. Yeah, I did read that.
They
It
asked-
was on
They asked to
NBA
move the
Central.
advert because it was right next to the old
Yeah.
stadium that he used to play for. So it was kind of funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
the what the Overwatch
there was a lot of drama
advert.
The
about
ad-
how
yeah, it
he
was
left
like
his
an ad
previous
of his
team.
face and
So
stuff.
they're
Yeah.
like, get him out of
Really?
here. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There
It
was,
was kinda
a lot
funny.
of drama.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was cool.
you-
But
you-
yeah,
you
sick
missed
That's
out
the
that
real
one.
drama. You should have led with that drama.
Oh, it was like 4 months of Luca leaving Dallas. Anyway, apply Spilo, Jaws, Avril. Shout out to Solomon producing the episode as always. Thank you so much, guys.
Solomon, that's an
Appreciate your
outro.
time.
Can you
your
pull that up?
opinions. Solomon, that's an outro.
What is that?
To be in
What? That is incredible.
We'll bring this
I
out.
was
They
pretty
cooked
excited.
this
I
one.
was pretty
Full
excited for
screen
this.
this one.
Full screen it.
This one's sick.
Oh, look, they're just it's the same person. I
two
can't tell the
wolves.
difference.
him.
I can't tell the
There
difference
are
at all,
two
guys.
wolves.
Fade us out. Fade us out, Solomon.
Thanks,
It's time.
everybody. Goodbye.
We're saying goodbye, everybody.
Put that one next
you
to
for
the
being
Dallas
on.
Mavericks Stadium.
We're out.